From booming Bluffton, South Carolina, WHHI-TV proudly presents the Highway 170 Bowl between the Beaufort Academy Eagles and the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. In this game between birds, these two teams may not have played much, as HHCA is 3-0 all-time, but their head coaches know each other well. Ron Peduzzi is 6-8 all-time versus Nic Shuford in the Max Preps era, going back to when Shuford took over as AD and head coach of Thomas Heyward Academy in 2009. Shuford is 5-3 versus Peduzzi since he joined HHCA. Both have taken multiple teams to state titles. These coaches are two of the best to do it in the Lowcountry. BA comes in 5-0 and HHCA 2-2 in this non-region contest. BA looks for their inaugural win in this matchup and to remain perfect. HHCA looks to keep the winning ways going after an 0-2 start. It's time to go bird watching. It's the Highway 170 Bowl on WHHI Sports TV, and it starts right now. From our WHHI studios and the cage at Hilton Head Christian Academy, it is the Highway 170 Bowl on WHHI Sports TV. Hi everybody, Marcus Welch, Daniel Court with you. We are broadcasting here from the studios. We're going to send it out to the ball game here in just a few minutes. Daniel, when you take a look at this matchup, you've got two of the premier coaches, not just in SCISA, but certainly in all of the state of South Carolina, going up in a big matchup. You're on homecoming night and senior night at HHCA.
Yeah, it's a big night for the Eagles. Homecoming, you mentioned the coaches, Peduzzi and Shuford have amazing pedigrees, winning cultures. So, I think this is going to be a really well-contested game. Both teams similar in the fact that they've got a lot of great athletes at the skill positions, quarterbacks, running backs, receivers. I really think the key to this game is going to come down to the experienced defense of Christian Academy. They bring back 9 starters from last year's team against the great athletes of Devontae Green and Jaxen Porter and Dietrich Shuford, that three-headed monster that BA brings in. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, and I think that's going to be a huge key to the outcome of this game.
We mentioned some of the newcomers earlier, and certainly on the side of Hilton Head Christian Academy, they have a big newcomer in Tyshawn Mansell from Thomas Heyward.
Yeah, great wide receiver, had a great career thus far at Thomas Heyward. So he brings a serious threat on the outside, and Dylan Clark, a quarterback, can get him the ball. So that'll be interesting to see how that plays out with Shuford being his former coach. There's always little stories within stories in the games. But again, I think, inexperienced offensive line for Christian Academy, tenacious defense for Beaufort Academy. There's a lot of ways this could go. I'm looking forward to a really close ball game and to see if Christian Academy can ride that momentum of a 2-game win streak, and BA obviously looking to stay undefeated for the season.
This is going to be a great one, no doubt about it. When we come back, we're going to hear from the two head coaches as the Appliances by Design pregame show continues right after this, only on WHHI Sports TV.
Appliances by Design was founded on Hilton Head and is serving the Lowcountry.
We're local owners, industry professionals, and we're here to help.
When you're ready to replace that mattress with some quality sleep, we've got you covered.
We've got the best prices on well-known brands like Beautyrest to support the highest quality of sleep.
Get the quality you need for the best price. Plus, we do delivery, installation, warranty work, so you get service like you've never had before. Appliances by Design.
20 Hatton Place, Hilton Head Island, next to Barnes & Noble.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Hi, I'm Ann at Chicken Salad Chick, and we are ready for the 2023 football season. Stop by today and grab a quick chick, some cookies, a gallon of iced tea, or a fresh-made lemonade to enjoy at your tailgate party.
Welcome back to the Appliances by Design pregame show. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court with you. We had a chance earlier to talk with Nic Shuford of Beaufort Academy. Let's hear those thoughts right now.
You know, coming into this game, we feel good about the way we're playing right now. We are moving in the right direction. Obviously, we've got a really good opponent tonight in Hilton Christian. They've really got things turned on, since the first 2 weeks of the season, and they're clicking on all cylinders like they usually are. So we're expecting a really good game. I mean, obviously, if you start with Christian, you start with quarterback Dylan Clark, linebacker Zane Wilson. They've got a ton of guys up front, ton of receivers that can go make plays. On our side of the ball, we've got some dudes in the backfield, and Jaxen Porter and Devontae Green, and some really good guys blocking in front of them. And defensively, we play team defense, and everybody swarms to the ball. So both sides of the ball, both teams, I think there's a lot of good matchups in this game. I think, playing a quality opponent like this before we get into the meat of our region play is only going to benefit us. Let us know what we need to work on, keep improving on. And if you get the win, you just keep building off that momentum.
When we come back, we are going to hear from one Ron Peduzzi of Hilton Head Christian Academy as the Appliances by Design pregame show rolls on right after this.
My name is Quentin Miles, sales coordinator for Charleston, Bluffton, Hilton Head, Beaufort. Aflac has a proprietary cloud-based enrollment platform available to you at no employer cost. We help you manage your hiring and retention competitiveness, and we help your employees manage the rising costs of healthcare affordably. I've got 17 years experience to help you make the right decision with your employee benefits. Contact me today for more information.
I think my biggest fear coming back to college was failure. I had failed before, but TCL really did give me that confidence. The professors really want you to achieve and accomplish your goals. And TCL made coming back to college really easy by making it fun, affordable, and providing that place for us to feel like we can succeed and make it work. I would tell somebody that if they wanted to change their life, that this is what they needed to do.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
We welcome you back. Earlier we heard from Nic Shuford. Now let's hear from Ron Peduzzi on his thoughts during this big ball game.
We're 2-2. We started off at 0-2. Some very good competition. I thought we've gotten better the last 2 weeks, and we have a very good opponent we're playing tonight, Beaufort Academy. They have a solid running game, and coached very well by Nic Shuford. His son's a very good quarterback. He runs the offense efficiently, and we need to show better improvement as we continue. We need to show improvement tonight. The key players of tonight on offense will be number 7, our quarterback, Dylan Clark, and number 3 is James Crosby, running back, and our receivers. Our offensive line's got to work together as a unit. Defense, of course, our middle linebacker, Zane Wilson, our outside linebacker, Reid McCollum, and our nose guard, Jaxen Conrad. We look for them to be playing tough tonight and making big plays. This game is just another step in the ladder as the season goes on. We need to continue to get better in all phases of the game, and that's what we've been working on. We want to eliminate the penalties and the stupid mistakes and play a whole complete game.
And now let's go to Betsy McDaniel over at Chicken Salad Chick for our tailgate party.
1, 2, 3, come on! we are here at Chicken Salad Chick out in Bluffton, and we are ready for some high school football.
Yes, we
are. You
are.
guys are one of our tailgate sponsors. Thank you for that.
Thank you. We're very excited to be a part.
Yeah, and you know what? It's such a great place out here to grab and go, something perfect for tailgating. And you want to talk to us today about your family pack.
Yes, we have a family pack that is perfect for a family of 4. You can come through and pick this up. It is 2 of our 1-pound quick chicks, and you can get any flavors, 6 croissants to put the quick chicks on to make sandwiches, 6 cookies, 1 large side, and the one we have here is grape salad, which we know is everyone's favorite, and your choice of a tea or a lemonade to go.
And of course, the tea and the lemonade right now with how hot it is out there.
And
Perfect.
This one's cold.
Yeah.
I want some now.
Me too. We're gonna have to break that open when we finish here. So let's talk a little bit about what you have to offer out here at Chicken Salad Chick, because it's such a great location, and you have a drive-through. Tell us where you are, what your hours are, and why you're excited for this football season.
It's such a beautiful store. We've been here about 2 years now. We offer a drive-through as well as dine-in and patio. We are located off of Buckwalter Parkway, right in front of the big Kroger.
And let's talk a little bit about getting into fall, because you know, here we are at football season. Why are you guys excited to be a tailgate sponsor this year? And so, is there anything new that's going to be coming out this fall? I know sometimes you do a seasonal salad.
We do a seasonal salad, but I have not been privy to that yet.
Right,
they release it to us about a week ahead of time. But I will tell you that the most important thing for Chicken Salad Chick is just to be part of the community.
Yeah.
And what better way to be in the community than be with the high school football players and the parents and the teams.
Absolutely. Well, Ann, thank you so much for sharing all about this with us, and make sure that you are getting out here to Chicken Salad Chick to pick up your family pack for your tailgate before the game.
Come see us at Copper Frog Car Wash, a family-owned full-service and express service car wash. Our hand-wash, thorough cleaning service will have your car looking like new. Our goal is to have you back on the road in 20 minutes. We have everything from express washes to platinum services for you to choose from. Located on the north end of the island, we offer great locals discounts and monthly memberships that will keep your car always looking Copper Frog clean. Come see us today.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Here at Island Tire, we like to provide you with peace of mind by using the best with Michelin tires. With 19 plants in North America, 7 of those are here in South Carolina. Michelin makes it easy to support local giving because they provide the best quality, top-leading innovation and service. 3 things Michelin and Island Tire and Automotive Services have in common: quality, innovation, and service. Give us a call today.
Life is grand with a piano. Kawai Piano Gallery by Herrin and Herrin Piano Consignment serves Bluffton, Savannah, Charleston, Beaufort, and Hilton Head for piano sales, rentals, and service. Kawai Piano Gallery in Bluffton offers the full line of Kawai products, from hybrids and digitals to concert grand pianos. Quality pre-owned inventory includes Kawai, Steinway, Yamaha, Baldwin, and more. Also now offering lessons. Head to KawaiPianoGalleryByHerrin.com.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary, where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
Now the national anthem, brought to you by OC Welch.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Go Eagles!
We've won the past 2 weeks.
We welcome you back to the cage here on the campus of Hilton Head Christian Academy. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, Joseph Keith, Jaxen Jeremiah with you. BA's kicking it off to HHCA in the dark blue, and the return is going to go to the 40-yard line, and we are underway now in this bowl game, the Highway 170 Bowl, only on WHHI Sports TV.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this football game, Marcus. This was one we also had on our radar in the preseason. It's a big night if you're a Hilton Head Christian Eagle. It's homecoming tonight. They're going to be crowning a homecoming king and queen. So it'll be exciting to see what these guys, if they can play like kings on the field, won't it?
Right, absolutely. First down and 10 for Dylan Clark and company at the 40-yard line. Clark's going to go out of the shotgun. He's going to scramble off to his right, keeping himself across the 40, 45, and scamper out of bounds at about the 47-yard line after about a 7-yard gain. Our pregame show brought to you by Appliances by Design of Hilton Head. Unique, extraordinary, great value.
Yeah, great to see Dylan Clark get outside the tackles there and create some positive yardage on the first play of the game. You know, Dylan Clark, we talked a lot about him coming into the game. You know, both he and Nic Shuford of Beaufort Academy are going to, present problems for the defense, both with their arms and their legs, and he's clearly showing that he can run the football.
He's got a couple of receivers out to his left, a couple to his right as well. Man going in motion is number 4, Dorian Javier, and there's a big stop there by Devontae Green, the senior, as he comes out of nowhere to make that play with 11:41 to go in the quarter. A reminder as well, our presenting sponsor, Summit Services, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. Third down and 2 coming up, 11:41 to go in the quarter. And a flag, and that is brought to you by Aflac. Don't penalize your employees by offering just medical insurance or no worksite benefits at all. Call Quentin Miles today to learn how to help your employees at little or no cost to you.
Yeah, early holding call here against the Eagles. We've seen a lot of penalties here this season.
We sure have.
But now, and that's forgivable in the first 2, 3, 4 games. Now it's time for these coaches. They harp on it every week, but we got to limit penalties. We got to limit turnovers. It's time to get into the rhythm of both your offensive, defensive schemes and eliminate those mental mistakes.
Clark on third down and 12 after the flag, over the middle, complete. And this is going to be close to a first down, if not there. Catch is made by big number 88. That's a heck of a play there by Harrison Arnold. He is a wide receiver linebacker, 6 foot, $150, and a young kid too, set to graduate in 2025. 11:20 remaining in quarter number 1 here of the Highway 170 Bowl on WHHI. And again, Clark set to go out of the shotgun for first down and 10 from midfield. Clark calling the plays out. He's going to get the snap. He's going to take it up himself. He's across the 45 and down to about the 42-yard line, a pickup of 8.
Yeah, I really like that play there for Christian. They're getting a little push there on the front. That's just a called design for the quarterback there to run the ball. But he, as you saw, that was a read option as well. He had the option there to pitch, but he made a great play. That was a good decision just to turn it up and get the yardage.
He's going out of the gun, 2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard pickup. About 10.5 to go in quarter number 1 of the Highway 170 Bowl. Pass to the left side, it is complete. And a good play and catch. A.J. Haupt with the catch. Son of John Haupt coming over from Bluffton, where he was the head coach there for several years. We'll see Bluffton here very soon again. And Haupt with a nice play with a couple of defenders on him to get another 1st down with 10:20 to play and counting left in the opening quarter.
Yeah, good to see John Haupt out there on the sidelines again. What a great coach and a great guy he is. He's got two boys on this team, A.J. and Joey, who's a freshman.
Continuing with the shotgun goes Dylan Clark. 10:04 remaining in the quarter. His run up the middle and a huge seam for Dylan Clark as he's got another another State Farm and Kevin Sevier 1st down. Big play for Dylan Clark right up the middle. Kevin Sevier of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs. Visit him today. 9:52 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, if you coach Ron Peduzzi and staff, this is exactly what you want to start this game, is assert the running game. And, you know, they've also done a good job with the short, just underneath passes over the linebackers. Offense looking very balanced early on.
Clark again going gun. Got a man open on the right side near the flat, and the pass is complete, but a nice tackle made by Beaufort Academy on the play, as I believe it's number 4, Devin Fripp, the sophomore, making the tackle, coming up and laying the wood down. Huge hit, 9:18 to go in the quarter, and HHCA continuing to drive down the field.
Yeah, Devin Fripp is a good football player. He made a lot of great plays when we had them at Hilton Head Prep earlier this season.
No doubt about it. 9:03 remaining, quarter number 1. Man joining Dylan Clark in the backfield. The snap goes to him. It's a good one, and the pass is caught. And another nice gain for Hilton Head Christian Academy as number 4, Dorian Hanvier with the catch. He's listed as a running back, defensive back, 5'10", $160, and a beautifully thrown ball. And the play made. 8:40 remaining in the quarter, and HHCA driving at will here in this first drive.
Yeah, just great execution by the entire offense here on this first drive. You know, throwing, catching, and running.
Here's Clark, a little fade, and incomplete pass.
Well, he had him there too. That was James Crosby.
Yeah.
Had him there in the flat, and he had a lot of space.
That would have been a heck of a one-handed catch on the left side by Crosby if he would have come down with it. 8 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. No score. 4th down and 3, and not much doing there, if anything, for HHCA, as this ball should be going back to Beaufort Academy now as they're in on the stop.
I think they're giving this to him. I think that's a conversion to the 1st down for the Eagles at the 5-yard line, Marcus. Well,
8:20 remaining.
I thought he was short.
I did too. 8 minutes and 12 seconds now remaining. And they are going to give it to him. So 1st down, that's another Kevin Sevier of State Farm 1st down. Clark will go out of the shotgun. 8 minutes left in the quarter. Clark going to run it up the middle. He weaves through a couple of defenders, and he's down to about the 1-yard line. Dylan Clark using his legs very well, and he's known for doing that. But he's really doing that to try to catch these Eagles off guard. And now inside the 8-minute mark in quarter number 1, and the Eagles continue to drive.
Yeah, Dylan Clark is a true dual threat quarterback, you know, and that always poses problems for defenses because you got to keep them honest and make sure you contain them on the run. As soon as you do that, they're going to burn you with a pass.
Clark going to go out of the gun. He gets the snap. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's got the touchdown.
Wow, that's a great opening drive for the Hilton Head Eagles. They got this homecoming crowd fired up. And what a statement. You know, this Beaufort Academy defense, we saw them again earlier at prep, and they are tenacious, they're fast, they come to the ball. So that's a statement drive right there to open this game.
It sure is. 6-0. TCL stepping up with TCL, the Technical College of the Lowcountry. And to attempt the extra point for HHCA is Ian Kelly, listed as a wide receiver, defensive back, and kicker. The snap is good, hold is good, kick is on its way. And it is through on the right side of the goal post. It's 7-0 HHCA, 7:22 to go in quarter number 1 of the Highway 170 Bowl, only on WHHI Sports TV. Back after this.
If you want to protect your loved ones from additional stress and expense, Plan ahead with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Planning ahead tells your loved ones exactly what you want for your final wishes and protects them from rising costs. Make your final arrangements today with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Visit lowcountryfuneral.com. That's lowcountryfuneral.com.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
We welcome you back. 7:22 to go in quarter number one. 7-0 HHCA over BA. Battle of Eagles in this one. In the Highway 170 Bowl, the kickoff will go into the end zone, and Beaufort Academy will have their first offensive possession at about the 20-yard line.
You know, you hear coaches say a lot, Marcus, they came out and punched us in the mouth. That's what Nic Shuford and staff are probably thinking over there. I mean, that was a very balanced and hugely successful drive to open this game.
Yep.
And I think Christian's making a statement that, look, we know you guys are good, but we're on a roll ourselves. That was a beautiful drive.
BA comes in undefeated. 7:21 to go.
Ooh.
And here's a botched snap, and it's going to go backwards for BA, as corralling it was number 13. That's a good play, of course, by quarterback Nic Shuford to get back on it. 7:05 remaining.
Yeah, we saw this last week at the Whale Branch Battery Creek game.
Yes.
Lots of problems with the snap conversion. And boy, that can throw an offense right out of rhythm, and it really stifles your confidence. So Academy's just got to settle down here a little bit. They did get punched in the mouth early on. They just need to settle in and do what they do, which is get that ball to those two playmakers, number 1 and number 2.
HHCA, there's a snap over there to Shuford. He's got it, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Shuford tried to corral it. He couldn't. Went off the edge of his fingertips. It's going to go out of the back for a safety. HHCA comes in 2-2, 1-1 at home, 2-0 on the road, and BA comes in with that perfect record of 5-0. We've got a timeout, 6:32 to go in quarter number one. 9-0 HHCA on WHHI Sports TV.
Come see us at Copper Frog Car Wash, a family-owned full-service and express service car wash. Our hand-wash, thorough cleaning service will have your car looking like new. Our goal is to have you back on the road in 20 minutes. We have everything from express washes to platinum services for you to choose from. Located on the north end of the island, we offer great locals discounts and monthly memberships that will keep your car always looking Copper Frog clean. Come see us today.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary, where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
We're going to take a break here on the sidelines. It's the Eagles versus the Eagles. A lot of Eagles tonight. Oh, my goodness. Yes, we're having fun. We're at Hilton Head Christian Academy, and we love to take a little break from football sometimes and just find out what else is going on within the school. Of course, we got to catch up with James Berry, who is the Fine Arts Director here, and lots happening. Nice to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, too.
Okay, let's just start a little bit, talk about how seasoned the pep band is, because that's really incredible.
We have a lot of juniors here that have been in band since 4th grade, and they're joining along with our middle school students, really making a really tight pep band.
And some great leadership, of course.
Absolutely.
So you've done a wonderful job. I've gotten an opportunity actually to hear some of the practices. Incredible work that these students are doing. I also want to talk about the youngsters and middle schoolers that are coming in. That's great too.
Yeah, it's our largest group of middle school students that we've ever had, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they look up to our upper school students and build into the program.
So just because we have the opportunity to do so, I'm going to brag on you a little bit more here. There's a lot happening this weekend. You all have done some traveling, plus we've got the Savannah Jazz Festival. Fill us in on all of the magic that's happening.
Yes, we were one of 2 high schools invited to the Savannah Jazz Festival. Us and Savannah Arts Academy will be performing on Sunday at the JW Marriott at Plant Riverside at 2:45 p.m., along with SCAD and Georgia State as far as the colleges go.
That's so much fun. It's so fun to hear all the students and hear and see what you guys are doing here. And really, it's the backdrop of tonight's game. So lots of fun. Thanks for joining us, James.
Thank you, Jessa.
All right, we're going to get back to Marcus and Daniel for some more football.
6:32 remaining in the first quarter of the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV. Beaufort Academy to kick off to Hilton Head Christian Academy, and the return from HHCA. It's a burner from Gage Sadalokin, and he gets out to the 39-yard line.
That's another one of those great names we love in high school football, isn't it? Gage Sadalokin.
No doubt about it. One thing that we do want to mention is that number 4, who we saw on the previous drive, is actually Tyshawn Mansell for HHCA, coming over from Thomas Heyward Academy. And we mentioned Dorian Hanvier, and he wears number 12 for HHCA. 6:22 remaining in the quarter, 9-0 HHCA over BA here. And we've got a flag brought to you by Aflac.
Yeah, I was just looking down this roster, and I didn't see that name, Tyshawn Mansell, and I'm like, well, where is he?
Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the body. I'm like, well, that looks a lot like his body. So fortunately, we figured it out. I think we had an earlier roster, when Tyshawn was still hurt, but he's back in. And I think, his return along with number 8, the 6'5" wide receiver for Christian Academy, Isaiah Anderson. Peduzzi said those were 2 huge factors to have those guys return, and they've been a big part of this 2-0 run they've been on since going 0-2 early this season.
No doubt about it. This BA defense averages giving up 21.6 points per game. As scrambling is Clark. He's still scrambling. He's going to throw, and that one is incomplete. In on the play there defensively, trying to make the pick, was one Devin Fripp. Falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10, 6:05 remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, Dylan Clark getting outside the pocket, doing a good job there. Sometimes, incompletion is a good play. I think, there it was just prudent to throw the ball away, which he did a good job of.
HHCA averages 18 points per game so far this year. As here's a handoff from Clark, and not much doing as a couple of big guys for BA in on the stop. There you see number 55, Eddie Gonzalez. He is a junior making a big play on defense. He made a couple of big plays against Hilton Head Prep in that game that we had a few weeks ago, and he makes a big play there. Under 6 minutes to go in the quarter, 3rd down and 12, and a 9-0 HHCA lead first quarter.
He sure did. This looks more like the Beaufort Academy defense that we saw a few weeks back, Marcus.
Right.
They came out a little back on their heels, but now I think they're a little angry.
Out of the gun goes Clark. He's in trouble. He's scrambling around, and pursuit coming to him. He's going to fire a deep ball down the field, and it's tipped and intercepted by number 2, Jaxen Porter. So a big play there for Jaxen Pretty Boy Porter as he makes the interception with 5:25 remaining in the quarter. NBA's going to have the football back, as that's a huge play for a very good player on this football team.
It really is. He is one of the big stars. He was our player of the game a few weeks back. A great two-way performer for the Beaufort Academy Eagles. But he, Dylan Clark there did a really good job. I love Dylan Clark's pocket awareness. He did a really good job there. But, probably an ill-advised throw, but let's face it, that was just a great individual play by Jaxen Porter.
BA averaging 32.8 points per game so far this year on offense, and there you take a look at some of the play that they can do on offense as Jaxen Porter takes it down the right side, down the sideline for a Kevin Sevier of State Farm first down, 5:18 to play, and it remains again first down and 10 for BA. Reminder, USCB, our student community leader sponsor, more than you imagine. 5:12 and counting remaining in quarter number 1 of the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV.
Yeah, Jaxen Porter following up that great defensive play with great offense, showing why he's one of the leaders and stars on this team.
No doubt about it. Snap goes to Shuford, handoff right up the gut, and you talk about going up the gut with authority. Beautifully done there by Porter, just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, and gaining about 5 yards inside 5 minutes to go in the opening quarter.
Did I mention that the defense looked like they were playing a little angry on that last series?
You did, yes.
It looks like Jaxen Porter's playing a little angry on this series,
yes,
offensively. He's getting behind those pads, and he's letting the Christian Eagles know, look, if you're going to come up, if you're going to let me through that front line, you're going to come up to hit me, I'm going to make you pay for it.
He may be a pretty boy, but he's got some attitude.
No question.
4:22 to go. We've got a stoppage, and there's the yellow flag brought to you by Aflac. Again, don't penalize your employees by just offering just medical insurance or no worksite benefits at all. Call Quentin Miles today to learn how to help your employees at little or no cost to you. 4:22 remaining in the opening quarter. 9-0 HHCA over BA in this Battle of the Birds.
Battle of the Birds?
Yeah, it's literally the Battle of the Eagles.
Yeah, I like that.
Here's a handoff from Shuford, and it's going to go up the middle. And a heck of a run again by one Jaxen Porter. He's getting hot. Here in this first quarter, we've got about 4 minutes remaining.
We talk about a lot of the stars on both these teams go both ways. Dylan Clark, your quarterback for Christian, comes up and makes a big hit on Jaxen Porter. That was quite a collision there.
It sure was.
But I told you, if Porter gets through that front line and he's in open field, both he and Devontae Green are going to make you pay for that. And now I see, Porter's carrying the weight of the load right now, but I think you'll see Nic Shuford go to Devontae Green a little bit.
3:33 remaining. Shuford going to hand it off and trying to get to the outside and make a play, but unsuccessful is BA. That was Devontae Green. Great play by HHCA. And number 66, there's the big man, and he is that. That's Jaxen Conrad. He had a huge play right there on the defensive side. A reminder, our scoreboard sponsor for this one, Simplicity Lowcountry Cremation and Burial Services, the support you need when you need it the most.
Yeah, Jaxen Conrad's a good-looking player, good-looking body. I mean, he's a junior, good size, plays hard, and complements that great linebacker they have back there in Zane Wilson.
Here's a great snap to Shuford. He's got time. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it is caught. Beautifully done by Jaxen Porter. That should be enough for a State Farm and Kevin Sevier first down. Contact Kevin Sevier of State Farm today for all your home and auto insurance needs. And tell you what, this offense is starting to come back and get a little bit of rhythm. As there you take a look at Devin Fripp, number 4. He's set up on the far end of your screen. 2:30 remaining in the opening quarter of the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports. There's a pump and a run to the right side. Is taking it again is Jaxen Porter, and the senior gains maybe about 5.
Yeah, I think the rhythm is the Jaxen Porter rhythm.
Right.
He's kind of doing it all. Since the interception to get the football, he's been carrying the load to get the Eagles fairly deep into the Beaufort Academy Eagles into the Christian side of the field. Well, I tell you, college coaches got to be salivating looking at Jaxen Porter because not only is he a hard runner and quick, he's got great hands. He hasn't dropped a ball yet.
Reminder, we'll have the play of the game coming up by Noble Mattress and more. Visit us in Bluffton or Hilton Head for quality mattresses at affordable prices. And there again is number 2, Jaxen Porter.
What did I just say about hands, Marcus? He reeled that in with his right hand. The pass was a little bit high. Good pass by Dietrich Shuford. He put it where only his player could get it. But Porter just showing what a great versatile athlete he is. He's a he's a nasty weapon for Beaufort Academy on both sides of the ball.
He sure is. 9-0 inside 90 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 1:25 now to go. Out of the gun with a plethora of guys around him is Shuford. He gets the bad snap, takes it to the left side, and a couple of HHCA Eagles on the stop. One of them being Tucker Tevapaw, number 5, and the other, number 32, Jaxen Richardson. And 1:02 remaining in the first quarter. Nice little improvisation there by the quarterback, Nic Shuford, to get around to the outside, gain something out of that bad snap.
Well, that's something they've got to get worked out, because right now, even though it's 9-0, I mean, this game right now is just a couple of bad snaps away from being a lot closer. I mean, they spotted him a safety with a bad snap. That's the third exchange that they've missed. They've got to get this center settled down.
There's another bad snap. Shuford is going to make lemonade out of a couple of lemons with a pass over the middle that's caught again by number 2, Jaxen Porter. And we've got 22 seconds left here in quarter number 1.
So Jaxen Porter, again, for young viewers out there watching Jaxen Porter and how he plays, not only does he have good hands, but you watch, as soon as he catches that ball, he's getting upfield. That's just great field awareness out of a very just naturally instinctive football player.
2 seconds left. They just get the snap off, and again it is bobbled. This time it looked like Shuford bobbled that one. He corrals it, and that is the end of the first quarter. Our score at the end of one of the Highway 170 Bowl here from the cage. HHCA 9, BA nothing. Second quarter action next on WHHI Sports TV.
It's the pre-grand opening celebration of the all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head. Truckloads of new Kias are arriving daily with exclusive Kia Country celebration savings. Choose from new 2024 Telluride, Sportage, Sorento, even the all-electric EV6. America's fastest-growing brand is here in Hilton Head in the newest, most advanced dealership in America. Don't miss the pre-grand opening savings now. The all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head, next to Tractor Supply in Bluffton.
Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
All right, we're here to present this week's Community Leader Award, and I'm really excited to give this award to one of my closest friends and Executive Director of the Evolution Big Band, Mr. Jeff Shawd.
Thank
Jeff,
you, Daniel.
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you very much.
That's
Thanks
yours.
for having me.
You've been a great partner to Main Stage Community Theater that sponsors this award for several years now. That's how you and I met. Tell us, though, tell our viewers how long you've been with Evolution.
I started actually when we were known as the Stardust Jazz Orchestra. I joined towards the end of 2015 as its lead trumpet player. I continue to serve in that role, but I'm now in my 4th season as the band's executive director, in
Awesome.
addition to serving as the lead trumpet.
Well, I can tell you firsthand what a difference you've made, because I've seen it. Tell our viewers real quick, what is simply the mission of the Evolution Band?
Oh, great question. We're a very mission-driven organization, and we are a 17-person, all-volunteer, nonprofit organization ourselves. And our mission's really centered around two key parts. The first is that we want to keep big band music alive and thriving. What started back in the 1920s continues to this day, but it's evolved into various different genres that support big band music. And the band originally started playing out of a suitcase full of music, and today we've managed to curate a library of over 4,000 big band charts that are available to our members. You know, we serve it up digitally. So a lot of evolution, if you will, as it relates to our music. The second part of our mission is equally important to our members, and that is that we exist to help support the needs of nonprofit organizations around the Lowcountry. We essentially use music as a platform to help these organizations create awareness, recruit volunteers, generate donations, all to help support their respective efforts. And we will customize our music program to help reinforce their messaging and their missions, and such that every concert that we perform is a unique program for that particular partner. We'll perform about 8 to 10 concerts a year. Each one is unique and different, and we encourage our fans to follow us. We've got quite a following that we've developed over the years, and if they like to follow us, they can look us up on evolutionbigband.com.
Well, I'm one of your followers and certainly one of your fans. Jeff, congratulations, my friend. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
Jeff Shaw at Evolution Big Band, our community leader recipient this week.
Welcome back to the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, the rest of our WHHI Sports TV crew with you here from the cage at HHCA. 4th down and 17, ball at the 22-yard line. Shuford scrambling out of the shotgun to his right. Going to fire one up right side. And what a one-handed interception! Reid McCollum with the pick. Reid McCollum, rather, with the interception, number 13, playing that kind of center field rover defensive back spot in the right place at the right time. And what a one-handed grab he hung on as he hit the turf. And that's the way the second quarter begins.
Marcus, boy, on that drive, you had 2 one-handed catches, one by the offense and one by the defense. Those are both worthy of ESPN top 10 highlights.
No doubt.
What an individual effort there by Reid McCollum, because it was actually a well-designed play and a good throw by Nic Shuford, just slightly underthrown, but gosh, McCollum goes up there and gets the hook on it and brings it in for a big momentum shift here in this game.
Reminder, if you want to pay more for a car, that's your business. If you want to pay less, that's Kia Country's business. They're our timeout sponsor, Kia of Hilton Head. And here's a run and not much doing as we've got a Hilton Head Christian Academy player down, but everybody up and okay. 11:40 to go in quarter number 2. And now we're seeing again, Daniel, that defense really making some big plays for HHCA.
Well, a lot of time, for defenses too. The Christian Academy has a fast break offense. They get on the ball quick, and that can get a defense on their heels. But it looks like they're settling in and getting some of their reads and cues now and just going to work.
2nd down and 8. Shuford out of the gun. He's going to scramble back, throw that one incomplete. 11:10 to go, and Shuford was getting some pressure, or rather Clark, beg your pardon, was getting some pressure as Shuford's sitting on the bench rooting for his defense. Clark with some pressure in his face as he throws that one again into the dirt. 11:10 to play.
Number 50, Trey Delaney with the penetration. We called his name a lot in the game we had at prep as well.
Yep.
They've got some good-looking players on the defensive front. They're quick. They get great penetration there into the backfield and putting pressure on Dylan Clark. They're going to put those capable legs of Dylan Clark to work here and to test early on.
3rd down and 8. Ball at the 14-yard line. 2nd quarter, 11:10 to go. Snap goes to Clark. He's going to scramble. He's going to get hit.
Oh, my
And he's
gosh.
going down again for another safety.
They said, we'll spot you a safety, and then we'll just take it right back. What a play. What a stand, and what a response there by the Beaufort Academy defense. I think, again, they got pretty angry after the way this game started, and they pinned their ears back, Marcus, and they're getting after it. We got a ball game.
We have talked about it before. 11:02 to go. Fact that we see two safeties in a game, that's something crazy. 9-2, we're going to take a timeout. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV.
My name is Quentin Miles, sales coordinator for Charleston, Bluffton, Hilton Head, Beaufort. Aflac has a proprietary cloud-based enrollment platform available to you at no employer cost. We help you manage your hiring and retention competitiveness, and we help your employees manage the rising costs of healthcare affordably. I've got 17 years experience to help you make the right decision with your employee benefits. Contact me today for more information.
Appliances by Design was founded on Hilton Head and is serving the Lowcountry.
We're local owners, industry professionals, and we're here to help.
We have all the brands that you love.
And we have the brands you can't get anywhere else in this area.
If you're ready for a new refrigerator, dishwasher, stove,
even washers and dryers, get the quality you need at the best prices.
Plus we do delivery, installation, warranty work, so you get service like you've never had before. Appliances by Design.
20 Hatton Place, Hilton Head Island, next to Barnes & Noble.
Hi, I'm Ann at Chicken Salad Chick, and we are ready for the 2023 football season. Stop by today and grab a quick chick, some cookies, a gallon of iced tea, or a fresh-made lemonade to enjoy at your tailgate party.
9-2 in favor of HHCA over BA. HHCA will be punting the football away to Beaufort Academy as it's going to go out down the sideline. I thought it might trickle out of bounds, and it was awfully close to if it didn't. 11:02 remaining. It goes down at about the 38-yard line, so 9-2 is our score. We do have the penalty flag down there, so it was awfully close to hugging the sideline. It looks like it did go out of bounds. What are some keys now, just about a minute into this second quarter, Daniel, on both sides?
Well, right now it's just settling into the game. Both these teams came out very focused, very energetic, but for Beaufort Academy, they're going to get spotted an extra 15 yards here, so they've got the momentum back on their side with the safety. It's just about settling into your offense. They had a great drive there, but they've got to get that snap worked out. We talked about that. I don't know why they're having such difficulty with that conversion, but that is critical. We talked about this last week at the Battery Creek game. That sets the tempo and the rhythm for the entire offense. So that conversion's going to be critical in having success.
Out of the gun goes Shuford. He's going to hand it off. And bouncing to the outside is Devontae Green trying to find something, and he's going to be hit hard by a couple of HHCA Eagles, one of them being number 24, Keen Reese III, and the other, number 54, well done by Finn June. 10:37 remaining in the first half.
Yeah, that's great pursuit by Keen Reese there, and good gang tackling, good pursuit by Christian Academy, because Devontae Green, we've seen how dangerous he can be. He's been a player of the game 3 or 4 times this year. So, boy, to get him in the backfield, that's a tall order.
10:19 to play. We have a whistle and a flag, a false start.
We talked to Coach Shuford a few weeks back about, he even though he had the win at prep, he just wasn't that happy after that game. You remember that. And what he was talking about was this kind of stuff. Missed snaps, penalties, turnovers, those are the things, safeties, those are the things that you just can't do at this point in the season and beat a quality opponent like a Christian Academy.
And we've seen a lot of those mistakes from various teams throughout this season. Region play starts next week, folks. Scrambling around is Shuford. He's got pressure coming to him. He's still on his feet near the sideline. Still on his feet, throwing one up near the sideline. towards the out-of-bounds line, and BA says that they've got it, and they do, as a beautiful catch is made by Devontae Green right on the sideline before he tiptoed out of bounds with 9:45 to go. A State Farm first down, courtesy of Kevin Sevier of State Farm. For all your home and auto insurance needs, visit him today.
What a play by Nic Shuford. He looked like the old Fran Tarkenton on that play, Marcus.
He sure did.
Never gave up on the play. And what's really crucial to be successful at quarterback is to keep your eyes downfield. That is so hard when you got those big uglies bearing down on you at full speed. But he had great awareness there, got outside the pocket, and found Devontae Green for an excellent toe-tipping sideline catch. Beautiful play.
9 minutes, 45 seconds to go. High snap. Shuford with a heck of a job using that right hand to corral it. And he's going to hand it off. And we've got a flag. Not much doing for Jaxen Porter there. A reminder that the Stokes Toyota of Beaufort halftime report coming up. Your friendly community dealer for a truly exceptional experience is Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. Visit them today.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be holding on Beaufort Academy. Boy, they just continue to shoot themselves in the foot. The best defense that Christian, they're playing a great defensive game. Don't get me wrong, but Beaufort Academy is shooting themselves in the foot. It's almost like there's a 12th man out there playing against them, and it's themselves. Boy, again, just like we talked about, gotta settle in, gotta concentrate, gotta take that intensity and harness it so that you can focus on every guy on the team has a job to do. And that's what Nick Saban always says with Alabama. Do your job. You can't do anybody else's job. You can only do yours. And this is where, focus and discipline, listening to your coaches, sticking to your assignments are so critical. That's what wins and loses football games in most accounts.
Absolutely. Timeout, BA. 9:19 to go in the first half. We'll take it with them. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV. Come to Fat Babies for game day and root for your favorite team with a platter that comes with a bucket of beer. The Gamecocks platter has 24 boneless wings, 4 flavors, fries, and celery. The Tiger platter is 2 medium pizzas, 4 toppings, garlic knots, and marinara. The Bulldog platter has 6 hot dogs, fries, chili cheese, and all the fixins. And for a football feast, the Buckeye platter, ribs, fries, mac and cheese, and slaw. Each platter is only $40 and comes with a bucket of beer, so whoever you're rooting for, game day at Fat Babies is sure to be a touchdown.
Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
We welcome you back. 9:19 remaining in the first half of the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV from the cage at HHCA. It's homecoming night as well as Hall of Fame night. Here's a pitch to the left side. And it is number 1, Devontae Green, taking it on 3rd down for a heck of a nice run, but he's going to be just a little bit shy after the penalty. It went to 3rd down and 16. He's about 2 or 3 yards shy with 9 minutes remaining in the opening half of play.
And that's a great play by the defensive leader for the Christian Eagles, Zane Wilson, came in here highly touted. Ron Peduzzi says he's essentially the quarterback of my defense.
Yep.
A real leader there in the middle, plays hard, good body, great stop.
Snap goes to Shuford, and he kicks it. Didn't expect to see that.
Mercy.
That's going to go down all the way inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. So Shuford, with not only the ability to throw and run the football, but he can kick it as well. And he had some pressure coming to him right there. Ends up getting off a heck of a punt and a long field for HHCA.
Yeah, Nic Shuford really showing, what a multi-skilled athlete he is. I mean, I knew he was a good athlete coming into this game, but the play that he made to Devontae Green, extending that play just a few plays earlier, and this punt, my gosh, if you're not going to convert a 4th down, the next best thing you can do is pin your opponent deep in their own territory, and that's what he did there. Beautiful play.
The snap. And we've got a whistle. 8.5 minutes remaining. I'm looking for a flag, and I don't happen to see one. There is the signal. Some keys to the game from Coach Peduzzi. Defense has to stop the running game. Don't give up the big play. Offense, eliminate the penalties. Do your job. Playmakers make plays. The defense versus the running game, and certainly offense with Shuford, and then offensively eliminate the penalties and mistakes. Do your job there on offense right now as that pass over the middle from Dylan Clark is caught. Nice catch there by number 11, A.J. Haupt in traffic. 8:20 remaining in the second quarter of a 9-2 ball game in which HHCA, the home Eagles, lead the visitors from Beaufort Academy on homecoming night and Hall of Fame night as well. 8:05 remaining in the first half. And again, going out of the gun is Clark. He's got some time. He's going to set up and fire this one, and it is caught by number 88. Good play there by the big guy, Harrison Arnold. Wide receiver, linebacker, 6 foot, $150.
Yeah, this is the second series in a row that Beaufort Academy has had them pinned pretty deep. Dylan Clark just doing a good job of finding those soft openings just underneath the secondary.
3rd down and 5, 7.5 remaining. That pass over the middle. He's got a man wide open as it's Haupt again. Heck of a catch and a little bit of a run there for extra yardage as A.J. with a very nice play. And the pressure is, I think, starting to get to Dylan Clark a little bit from this front line of BA, but a beautiful job by Clark to improvise a little bit, scramble, and make a great throw.
Well, great throw, great catch. Dylan Clark has a really quick release, and that's always going to work in your favor, you know, when you're getting pressure like Beaufort Academy's getting. But Christian Academy receivers doing a great job of catching the ball.
1st down and 10. Again, pressure coming up there. It's tipped and incomplete. Nearly intercepted. There was pressure right out of the get-go as number 34 for BA was in on the play defensively, nearly picking that off. That is Jashawn Williams. He is a freshman, and he nearly made a heck of a grab. 7:02 remaining in the quarter. And a reminder that for piano sales, rentals, service, and now lessons, call Kawai Piano Gallery by Herrin today. They're our coin toss sponsor for this one here in the Highway 170 Bowl on WHHI Sports TV from the cage. 2nd down and 10.
Well, a huge missed opportunity for Beaufort Academy there to not come up with that interception.
Here's Clark taking it up the middle. He gains maybe about 3. In on the stop for BA is number 5, Zeke Gonzalez. He is a senior. Had a fine game against Hilton Head Prep that we saw a few weeks ago, and a really fine game against Thomas Heyward Academy in a game we had last year.
Yeah,
6:40 left.
He's an excellent, another excellent player on the Beaufort Academy side of the ball. You know, Christian's very fortunate to still have the ball there. You know, we talk about games can turn on one play, momentum can turn on one play. That really worked in their favor. Let's see if they can extend this drive.
3rd down and 10. Pass over the middle. It is caught. And a big gain by A.J. Haupt. He breaks some tackles, still on his feet. 40, 45-yard line. A Kevin Severe of State Farm. 1st down. Contact Kevin Severe for all your home and auto insurance needs at State Farm today. 6:15 to go in the quarter. And A.J. Haupt, really, you look at him and you see that breakaway speed after he's got the ball in his hands.
Well, you know, great throw. Looks like we got a flag, unfortunately.
We do.
This is a big play that's going to be erased. Boy, that just drives coaches crazy to see that. But, you know, that was, you know, despite the penalty, another great throw. Dylan Clark is got a lot of poise in the pocket, plants his feet, quick release. They're finding that soft opening. A.J. Haupt's doing a super job, not only of just catching the ball and gaining yards after the catch, but he's finding, you know, he's a good feel receiver. You can tell that right away. Almost a slot type receiver.
Right.
He just has an instinct and a feel for where that soft slot is, and he's giving Dylan Clark a great target here early in the game.
3rd down and 10, ball at the 20-yard line. 6:08 remaining in the quarter. 9-2 in favor of HHCA. Clark out of the shotgun is rolling around. He's going to throw it. And it is incomplete, intended for number 15, That is Gage Zadalokin, arguably the best name out on the field right there. 5:56 to go.
And unfortunately, Zadalokin, he should have caught that ball.
Yes, he should have.
Both teams have done a wonderful job of catching the ball. You know, in high school, we see a lot more drops than we do in college and pros, and rightfully so. But boy, this has been a really clean offensive game, with the exception of the snaps for Beaufort Academy.
4th down and 19, and a big booming kick by HHCA. It's going to field BA back to about the 37-yard line, I do believe, and the return from number 4, Devin Fripp, takes it to about the 45-yard line. Let's hear from our community leader sponsor, Main Stage Theater.
Main Stage Community Theater. Engage the artist in anyone, inspire the arts in everyone. And Marcus, we got our first look at Tucker Tevapal there. Ron Peduzzi says not only is he a good defensive player, he is a Power 5 level punter. And you can see the strength, the pop. You know, the higher level, the upper echelon punters all have the same thing in common, leg speed. It's like the longest drivers in golf of the ball. It's all about speed. And these high caliber punters and kickers, man, they got some revolutions per minute on those legs.
No doubt about it. HHCA in their 21st year playing varsity football, 13 region champions, 10 state championship appearances, 6 state championships. First coach was James Carlin and Tommy Lewis as well. Not much on that first play. 5:38 remaining in the first half. Still 9-2. Very competitive so far here in the first half, despite some mistakes on both sides.
Yeah, I said it was a clean game on both sides, with the exception of the difficulty that Beaufort Academy has had with the snaps. Beaufort Academy has also had some struggles with penalties. But in terms of just general execution, I like what I'm seeing from both sides. What Peduzzi's getting right now is what he wanted, was a great defensive effort to keep these great backs out of the end zone.
Here's Shuford trying to gain his way for a couple, and he does get a couple. HHCA as well fighting a bit of the flu bug the last couple of weeks, and they have been struggling to have some guys ready for practice. It's been a little bit of a problem, but so far, and a good defensive slugfest at this mark with 4:57 to go and another Aflac flag.
Yeah, you mentioned the flu, strep throat, the just general cold is going around. My daughter is first year, 6th grader at Hilton Head Christian Academy, and she's been out for a few days, and you know, she's got a group chat of friends that she gets with. They've all been sick, so that obviously filtered into the football team. Boy, that makes it tough when not everybody's there to practice. I remember those weeks when you have injuries and when you have sickness. It is really hard to find rhythm in preparation the week of, because you know, you're missing key players.
We've got a discussion going on. Nic Shuford not happy with what's going on the field, talking to our referee. 4:57 to play in the opening half. A reminder, the Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth is uniting the community to promote positive choices.
You know, Dietrich coming over and talking to Dad, but Dad's having none of that. He wants to make sure he gets his point across, whatever he's trying to communicate to the referee. You know, but I want to talk about these coaches. You know, you mentioned they know each other.
Yeah.
They've competed against, they've been around for a while. Both have wonderful pedigrees, resumes, records of success. They want to beat each other. They understand each other's tendencies. So it will be interesting to see, as this game gets in the latter stages, how each coach strategizes and schemes to try to counter the other. But you can't ask for better leaders and generals on the sidelines than these two head coaches, can you?
That's absolutely right. Peduzzi team scoring 28.7 points per game against Shuford's teams, which are averaging scoring 29.3. So we're talking about half a point difference since these two guys started getting together at their various schools, going back to when Shuford started in 2009. And a lot of people forget with Peduzzi that in 05 and 07, when he was at Hilton Head Prep, he had very successful teams, including a couple of state champions. As there's a run to the outside, not much doing for number 1 Devontae Green, and then certainly these guys, formerly of THA, and certainly Peduzzi with HHCA, running up some championships in their own right with the state. As we've got A stoppage in play at 4:42 remaining in the quarter. Still 9-2. 4th down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, both these teams have a lot of banners flying around at their schools. So long histories of success for both of these schools and organizations. Great leadership, commitment to excellence.
No doubt.
Kudos to both sides.
Here's Shuford scrambling out of the gun to his right side. He's got some pressure coming to him now. He fires.
Oh,
and what a play! As number 5 was in there for BA trying to make the catch at Zeke Gonzalez, but great job by HHCA and getting near the play there on 4th down and 7. 4:34 remaining in the first half.
Looks like Finn Ussery there on the defensive play, but that was really close. I think he was just out of bounds. But boy, I'll tell you, the Christian defense came in so heavily advertised. We talked about this in pregame. They got 9 starters returning. They clearly have found some mid-season-ish form right now because they are flying to the football. I'll tell you, Zane Wilson on the previous play showing that great lateral speed. I mean, they've got playmakers. They got dogs on defense.
No doubt about it. They are known, at least formerly, as the Junkyard Dogs for a reason. You go back to some great players that they had back just a few years ago. I think of Jaxen, Bulldog Lanier as one of them, as there's a run up the middle. Not much doing for HHCA offensively as they've got the ball back on the offensive side. Devontae Green, number 1, in on the stop with 4:17 to go in the first half. Let's hear from our national anthem sponsor, OC Welch Ford.
OC Welch Ford. Go see OC today for a great car buying experience.
I tell you what, nobody does that read like my man Daniel Court.
That's mine, baby. Nobody's going to take it from me.
4
OC.
minutes to go. Pass goes to the outside, a screen shot to the right, and a nice catch and run. Beautifully done there for number 4, Tyshawn Mansell. First time seeing him in a while. 6 foot, 180 senior, formerly of THA, and we've got a flag, again courtesy of Aflac.
Yeah, both teams are having big gains erased and negated by penalties. You know, again, you can say it over and over and over again, but at the end of the day, playing and executing football is about focusing on your assignment. And, sometimes the speed of this game, it's impossible not to have penalties, but boy, coaches just hate to see, especially when you get a positive play like that, to go backwards.
2nd down and 16. Clark out of gun, scrambling to his right. He was in trouble. He's going to throw it into the dirt. Incomplete. Reminder, we'll hear from Betsy McDaniel shortly over at Fat Babies. They're one of our tailgating sponsors for the season, your family-friendly neighborhood pizza joint.
Yeah, this is another matchup. We talked about Christian's defense versus the great backs in the offense of Beaufort Academy. This is another matchup I was interested in seeing. 4 new starters on the offensive line for the Christian offense against a very experienced, fast, and tenacious defensive line for Beaufort Academy. They're getting a lot of penetration right now, so that offensive line needs to settle down and find their assignments.
3rd down and 18. Again, 3rd down and 18. Scrambling around and throwing is Clark. Bobble, bobble, bobble. Near the sideline. This is going to be awfully close. 3:34 remaining in the quarter. They rule incomplete on that play on the sideline. It'll be 4th down and 18. 3:34 remaining in the half. 9-2 remains our score, with the home team, HHCA, in the dark blue, with the lead over the white-cladded Beaufort Academy.
Marcus, that is the second pass I've seen from Dylan Clark, running against his body, putting it right on the numbers. And both of those passes, unfortunately, for Christian were dropped. But that is extremely impressive. I knew both these quarterbacks were good, but what I'm seeing from them is an extra gear. These are 2 really good athletes and field generals. They are impressive.
Ball at the 45-yard line. High snap. Tevapaw will drill another punt. It's going to take a nice HHCA roll, and it's going to go down at about the 10 to 12-yard line. 3:23 remaining in the opening half. A reminder that Island Tire is the longest-serving tire retailer and auto repair on Hilton Head Island, an Island tradition. They are our MVP sponsor, and we will have an MVP for you coming up later.
I'll tell you, Tucker Tevapaw is just saying to our viewers, Look, it ain't all about my leg. I got some hands, too.
That's true.
That is the third one-handed catch we've seen in this game. In that case, it was catching a punt snap. But that could have been huge. I mean, that punt was high. I thought it was going to go over his head. Tevapal showing why he's such a highly touted athlete and a Power 5 recruit.
No doubt.
Because he went up and snagged that sucker and got a big punt out of it. That's incredible. Great individual efforts we're seeing tonight.
No doubt. As BA with the football and 3:15 to go. You talk about special teams and the fact that there are special teamers that can be awarded, players of the game, and we've had several in the years that we've been doing football together. I think of one Jack Troutman back when he was at Beaufort High.
Boy.
I mean, good grief.
Never seen anything like that. I think Troutman for Beaufort had 5 punts inside the 5-yard line.
I think you're right.
Now, if you're an opposing coach watching that happen, you're ready for the net, as they say. Boy, that will drive you crazy. But what a performance by him.
Second down, 13. Shuford is going to fake the pass, and a little bit of a run there towards the middle of the field for BA, trying to get some advantage in field position out of the play. 2:33 remaining in the first half. Reminder, our Media Day sponsor, FWDG, the furniture and services you deserve.
Yeah, you're the Christian Academy Eagles. You're playing a great defensive game. Beaufort Academy's helped you out a little bit on their side. Looks like we've got a timeout, though.
2:33 to go. We'll take it with them. 9-2 HHCA with the lead. Back with more of the Highway 170 Bowl here from the cage. Next on WHHI Sports TV.
Life is grand with a piano. Kawai Piano Gallery by Herrin and Herrin Piano Consignment serves Bluffton, Savannah, Charleston, Beaufort, and Hilton Head for piano sales, rentals, and service. Kawai Piano Gallery in Bluffton offers the full line of Kawai products, from hybrids and digitals to concert grand pianos. Quality pre-owned inventory includes Kawai, Steinway, Yamaha, Baldwin, and more. Also now offering lessons. Head to KawaiPianoGalleryByHerrin.com.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Allen Tire and Automotive Services. You know that the amount of tire that's actually making contact with the road is about the same size as a slice of watermelon. And that's all you have to keep you safe. It makes sense to have the best like Michelin. That's why Allen Tire has been proudly selling Michelin tires since 1978. At Allen Tire, we don't think of it as just a set of tires. You can trust us to be thinking about the safety of your car and, more importantly, what's inside.
We welcome you back to the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jessa Jeremiah, Joseph Keith, Jeremy Pope with you. MWDC and a bunch of J's on our crew here for this one. 2:29 to go as that pass near the sideline on the left side, incomplete. And you take a look back at a couple of players heading towards the middle of the field.
Yeah, Reid McCollum, that's a great call by the defensive coordinator for the Christian Eagles, sending Reid McCollum there on that outside blitz. It was well into the play before Nic Shuford was able to pick him up, and I'll tell you, that defense of Christian Academy is looking strong.
They sure are. 4th down and 10, ball at the 14-yard line, second quarter, inside 2.5 minutes. At 2:29, and here's a punt, and look at this one. It's going to take a little bit of a BA roll, and it's going to go down to the 45-yard line, just onto the chalk. 2:19 remaining in quarter number 2, 9-2 in favor of HHCA. They're going to go back on offense, and again, a team that has done pretty well in a lot of regards here. Defensively, certainly, they've struggled a little bit offensively coming into this game with only scoring 18 points per game, and BA averaging given up 21.6. Again, you just take a look at how tightly contested these two teams are in terms of what they do going back to their two head coaches.
Well, they're very well balanced, but right now both these defenses in the first half have really knuckled down and held these great playmakers on offense from both sides in check.
Here's Clark scrambling around. He's going to do a little dipsy-do and go to the turf, but he's able to hang on to the football, and he looks okay. So Clark with a nice play, and we've got some yellow on the field. That's another flag.
Boy, what did we just talk about? You know, what drives coaches crazy? Well, a lot of things drive coaches crazy.
Sure.
But I don't know that anything drives them any more crazy than having positive yardage, especially on first down. You know, the goal on first down for any team is to get in front of the chains. You don't want to be behind the chains. That always changes the rhythm of your play calling. So you're getting positive yardage, and what do you know? You're going backwards. So the play is negated, and you're losing the yardage. So it really disrupts the tempo and the rhythm of an offense to continue to be going backwards by, you know, self-inflicted wounds, let's face it.
You take a look at both these guys. They happen to have a reasonable amount of gray hair, and I think a little bit more, too, when you look at that, as that ball's going to go up in the air and incomplete.
Yeah, Clark is just really, I mean, he has been facing pressure constantly. That Beaufort Academy defensive line is just doing a super job of getting penetration, and they're testing this young offensive line of Christian Academy. I'll tell you, though, we talked about how Bryce Librand for Beaufort, the Beaufort Eagles, schedules 5A competition early in the season. Well, that's the same thing that Peduzzi does, and he's got his players ready to play this great Beaufort Academy Eagles team.
Here goes Clark. Clark on the ground. He's got some speed and burst in the middle of the field. He's going to be thrown down, but a huge gain for Dylan Clark and a first down, courtesy of State Farm and Kevin Severe.
Well, Dylan Clark is just a great all-around athlete, good thrower, good runner, but what I'm really impressed with is, and I saw this last year, seeing the maturation of both these quarterbacks, he keeps his eyes upfield all the time, running and passing. Great vision, great awareness, just a good-looking football player, great quarterback.
1:35 to go in the quarter. Snap to Clark. He's got some pressure in his face, and he's going to go down. He is sacked. And making the stop is Clay Lohr. He was our Student Community Award winner when we had the HHP game a few weeks ago. We've got a stoppage and a timeout. HHCA calls it with 1:26 to go. We'll take it with them. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV, the Highway 170 Bowl, back in a moment.
If you want to protect your loved ones from additional stress and expense, plan ahead with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Planning ahead tells your loved ones exactly what you want for your final wishes and protects them from rising costs. Make your final arrangements today with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Visit lowcountryfuneral.com. That's lowcountryfuneral.com.
Not everyone starts their day at the same time or in the same way. But no matter when or how, your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative is there to help you power every moment of it in countless ways. Because whenever it starts, one thing is certain: we never stop.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
We welcome you back. 2:15 to go here in the first half. 1:26 remaining in that quarter. Actually, a minute 26 to go. Second down and 15 is what I meant to say. And here goes Clark to the outside, taking it down the right side. He's finally forced down after a heck of a run. Dylan Clark doing it with his legs once again. Daniel Court.
Well, great job by the offensive line there. They've created a pocket for Dylan Clark, giving him the decision to throw or run there, and he made the right one because he had pursuit coming hot from the rear.
Hilton Head Christian Academy under the rotating ADs. John Hopt is the head athletic director. As we've got a stoppage and I believe a timeout called by HHCA. 1:06 left. That is what we've got. We'll take it with them. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Cinda Seaman, Chairman of the Board of Mainstage Community Theater. And with me is Daniel Court, our Vice Chair.
Our mission is very simple: engage the artist in anyone and inspire the arts in everyone. And perhaps our vision statement says it best. We're a gathering place for our community to connect and celebrate over great storytelling. From the back of the stage to the front of the house, we all are making an impact. But wait, our next great production is in the works. Mark your calendars for Main Stage Community Theater's upcoming production, Into the Woods Jr. Shows run November 16th through 19th and is proudly presented by Court Atkins Group. Visit mainstagecommunitytheater.org for complete details, and don't miss Into the Woods Jr.
66 seconds remaining in the first half. First down and 10. Dylan Clark and HHCA with the ball about the 30-yard line. Out of the gun goes Clark. Over the middle, got a man open.
Oh,
and it is caught for a touchdown!
Right.
What a play! What a throw and catch! Beautifully done is number 15, Gage Zadalokin. Comes down with it. Hello!
You just wanted to say Gage Zadalokin.
Wow! What a catch!
With emphasis.
And a beautifully thrown ball by one Dylan Clark.
And that was good defense. I mean, what do? You just got to tip your helmet to the offensive players. That was just, Dylan Clark continues to impress me. He just standing in that pocket, stepping into his throws and putting it on the money.
The extra point is no good. 15-2 in favor of HHCA. 60 seconds to go. Back in a moment on WHHI Sports TV.
Come see us at Copper Frog Car Wash, a family-owned full-service and express service car wash. Our hand-wash, thorough cleaning service will have your car looking like new. Our goal is to have you back on the road in 20 minutes. We have everything from express washes to platinum services for you to choose from. Located on the north end of the island, we offer great locals discounts and monthly memberships that will keep your car always looking Copper Frog clean. Come see us today.
You asked and we listened. Noble Mattress is growing. We've opened a second location in the Village at Main Street. For those who didn't want to cross the bridge, we're now open on Hilton Head Island. Locally, family-owned and operated, ranked #1 by our customers in service, price, and quality. We have over 250 years in manufacturing in our showroom. Our relationship with our customers does not end with the sale. We can save you 55 to 80% off retail, and that's no bull.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary, where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
1 minute to go here in the first half of the Highway 170 Bowl from the cage. The kickoff from HHCA. They've got the 15-2 lead. BA on the return. Look at number 2, Jaxen Porter go. Makes a man miss. Look at Jaxen Porter down the sideline. He goes. He's got a convoy in front, and he's all the way out near midfield with 46 seconds to go.
Man, there's just so many good players in this game. The individual athletic ability of players on both these teams is impressive. I mean, you've got 6 or 8 guys, Marcus, that are such dogs they could play for any program in this state and be stars. I mean, Jaxen Porter, we haven't called his name in a little bit. I was like, where's Jaxen Porter? What happened to him? Where did he go? We saw him so much featured on that second drive that they had that was so successful. Get that guy the ball. We saw him make the play of the game a few weeks back where he must have been hit 3, 4, 5, 6 times before he did the little Beaufort two-step and got in the end zone.
That's right.
He's such a good player.
First down and 10. Ball at midfield. Shuford fires. Got a man wide open on that side of the field. It is caught by Zeke Gonzalez, the senior. And Gonzalez with a nice gain. 38 seconds remaining in the quarter. A reminder, Copper Frog is your full-service car wash on Hilton Head Island. 39 seconds still remaining in the quarter. They're going to get this clock going. 34 seconds.
Beaufort Academy, just like Christian Academy, is in their 2-minute offense.
Another low snap, and that one incomplete. Chicken salad, chicken Bluffton, delicious scratch-made, craveable favorite served from the heart. We're going to hear from Betsy McDaniel there shortly. That's another tailgating sponsor for our action.
Tucker Tavapal, at free safety, proving, again, doesn't have just a booming leg, doesn't have just great soft hands. He can hit.
Yes.
And he's got instinct. Just a good all-around football player. Can't wait to see what he does at the next level.
29 seconds left in the first half. Shuford out of the gun, gets the snap, scrambling to his left side, pressure coming. He's going to set back, throw up in the air, incomplete. Great defense there by HHCA. And number 32, Jaxen Richardson, in on coverage. He stuck to his defender like Elmer's glue. 22 seconds to go, and we've got a flag and a little bit of some chippiness as there's another flag flying.
Oh, boy. You don't want to see this.
No.
Let's hope, I think what you're seeing right now is frustration setting in for the Beaufort Academy Eagles.
No doubt.
They haven't played a bad half per se. They've just had a lot of unforced errors, and sometimes that can cause tempers to get a little short and fuses to run a little tight.
And this is such a melee that we have two officials, our referee and one of the other officials getting in on it, kind of letting both teams know, hey, cool off a little bit here as we're going to sort this one out. Again, 22 seconds to go in the first half. Reminder, we've got the Stokes Toyota of Beaufort halftime report coming up. Daniel and I will have our first half thoughts. We'll hear from Jessica Surrett with Michael Lynn over at Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. And we may have an interview or two as well. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, Joseph Keith, Jess and Jeremiah with you here from the cage at HHCA on Hall of Fame night as well as homecoming night for the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. Here's the call.
Yeah, it's going to be offsetting personal fouls, and that's what you have to do there. You got to now in high school, both players now have a mark on their record, and the next penalty will be an automatic ejection.
Yep. 22 seconds remaining. Third down and 10. Ball to 41.
And again, good routes by Beaufort Academy, good throws by Nic Shuford. The secondary of Christian Academy is just playing tight.
Yeah.
They are smothering the receivers. That's just, again, Ron Peduzzi was very high on this defense at Media Day. He talked a lot about his 9 returners, a lot of experience. But boy, they're everything is advertised.
J.W. Wilkerson and Matt Smith also in that rotating athletic director role for Hilton Head Christian Academy. As Jason Grunkmeyer went off to coach basketball in Maine. 22 seconds to go. And Jason did a great job at HHCA for sure, as now we've got our ref and officials talking with one Nic Shuford on the sideline. 15-2 is our score.
Yeah, I think what Shuford's going to want to do, clearly he's not going to be happy with this result in the first half, but they're still in this football game.
Yeah.
It should be a little closer than the score indicates. He just got to get to his guys and just calm them down. It just looks like they're a little bit rattled. They haven't been behind probably all season, so this is new territory for them. We'll see how they handle it.
Here's a snap to Shuford. He goes out of the gun. He sets up. He's going to throw a long one. He's got a bunch of receivers, or rather a bunch of defenders in the area, and the pass is caught.
What a throw and catch.
14 seconds left, and they nearly got in the end zone. They're going to call it down at the 1-yard line as Shuford threw it within the window of 3 HHCA defenders. And they're up to the line quickly with 8 seconds left. Shuford trying to get in the end zone. He's going to be stopped short. Oh, that is such a painful play right there. 7 seconds left as the clock stops.
Yeah, what a defensive surge there by Christian after taking that haymaker on the long pass. Oh, okay.
And we've got an offsides.
That could have something to do with it. But let me go back to the previous play.
Man.
The pass and the catch. I'm not sure what was better. The pass was in the only place that it could have been. That was a dime. That was laser accurate. And the catch by Devin Fripp, my gosh, that was laid out. I'd love to see that in slow motion. I wish we had it. But whew, the individual plays that I've seen in this first half, Marcus, are better than anything we've seen all season.
Here's a little bit of a run up towards the middle. HHCA says, no, we stopped you. 1 second left. We're going to have our officials try to figure this one out.
I think they're giving him.
And they're going to give him the touchdown.
Oh.
So BA comes back thanks to the huge pass from Shuford to Fripp to get to the 1-yard line. A couple plays later with a second left, they score to make it 15-8.
it's impossible to understate how big that touchdown was. You know, you're frustrated, you're getting penalties, you've just given up a touchdown, but to come back, we said sometimes one play can turn momentum. Now, they get to go into the half with all that momentum, Marcus. That's huge for a team and their psyche, their attitude, and their enthusiasm. That could change the outcome of the whole game.
The point after up, and it is through. So it's 15-9. We've got 1 second left in the first half. We'll take a timeout. Be right back on WHHI Sports TV.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
As a parent to another parent, TCL makes it very easy for you to succeed. TCL is definitely the smart choice.
We really work with all of our students.
It's the most affordable it's ever been. You have supportive staff here.
We focus on practical teaching and hands-on application.
You're going to be able to get to know your peers. You're going to get to know your instructors. It's a great transitional period for students coming out of high school. It is just a great school all around.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
We welcome you back. 1 second left here in the first half of the Highway 170 Bowl. Marcus, Daniel, Jessa, Jeremy, and Joe with you, as the return is going to be a short one and more scrumming going on. I don't believe I see any flags, but BA is signaling near the sideline.
Yeah, there was some more extracurricular stuff, but boy, that's just taking that bad blood to the locker room. And if you're Beaufort Academy, you're taking all the momentum with you, and if you're Christian, even though you gave up a big score, you got to say we played a great defensive half. Let's just regroup and get back to what we do.
We've got the Stokes Toyota Beaufort halftime report coming up. 15-9 is our score. HHCA with the lead. But first, let's go to Fat Babies and Betsy McDaniel.
We are here at Fat Babies Pizza with Eric Overstake, who is the owner. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Glad you guys came again.
So I know you're one of our tailgating sponsors for high school football, but we're going to talk about college football today because you've got something really fun going on this year.
We sure do.
Tell us about it.
All right. Well, we figured we got Clemson Tigers, South Carolina Gamecocks as local teams, but we have Georgia Bulldog fans, we have Ohio State Buckeye fans. So we really wanted to promote Saturday football this year. So we came up with 4 different platters for each of the teams, and we kind of coincided some beers with them. And so we're going to do a Gamecocks platter, which is basically going to be our boneless chicken wings. It's going to come in 4 different flavors. You get ranch and blue cheese with it, celery and a bunch of fries, and a bucket of beer. And all the platters that I'm going to mention are going to run $40 for the platter. And you get refills of either the beer or the food for another $20. Should feed probably 3 to 4 people with no problem. We're also doing we're going to call it the Buckeye, I guess. It's going to be the rib platter. It's going to be ribs, french fries, mac and cheese, coleslaw, again, with a bucket of beer. We're going to do the Clemson Tigers with pizza, since we do sell some good pizza. It's 2 medium pizzas, up to 4 toppings, and a bucket of beer. And it comes with a plate of garlic knots also. The last one, the Bulldogs. 6 hot dogs, french fries, chili, cheese, toppings for the hot dogs, and a bucket of beer again. So that's our big thing for Saturdays, and we will be running also our food happy hour all day long. So that is the Nacho Babies happy hour.
Well, it all looks and smells amazing.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing with us, and make sure you're getting in on Saturday for football. College football season is right here, and this is a great deal.
Rock on. Go Cox.
Did you know that the human brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25?
Substance use harms brain development, decision making, and leads to addiction.
E-cigarettes negatively affect oxygen supply, endurance, and attention. Marijuana affects reaction time, concentration, and decision making.
Alcohol harms endurance, judgment, and complex motor skills.
All these negatively affect brain function and development. Make smart choices.
Don't let your team down.
University of South Carolina Beaufort has 3 beautiful locations near the beach: Bluffton, Beaufort, and Hilton Head Island. Our students find our small classes and personalized instruction very rewarding. The USCB Sand Sharks have added men's and women's basketball, and we are excited to be new provisional members of NCAA Division II and the Peach Belt Conference. Fins up from USCB.
You asked and we listened. No Bull Mattress is growing. We've opened a second location in the Village at Main Street. For those who didn't want to cross the bridge, we're now open on Hilton Head Island. Locally, family-owned and operated, ranked #1 by our customers in service, price, and quality. We have over 250 years in manufacturing in our showroom. Our relationship with our customers does not end with the sale. We can save you 55 to 80% off retail, and that's no bull.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
$15-9 is our score with Hilton Head Christian Academy over Beaufort Academy. Welcome into the Stokes Toyota of Beaufort halftime report. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, the rest of our WHHI Sports TV crew with you back here from our studio desk. And Daniel, when you take a look at that first half, there were some mistakes thrown in, but some of the plays that we saw, and certainly the play from both sides of the field with these two teams, some of the best that we've seen.
Yeah, if you're a viewer, you got an exciting half of football. We saw something you almost never see, 2 safeties in one half of football. You may never see that again. You just saw some individual efforts. I mean, ESPN-type plays. I count 3 one-handed grabs, 1 on a snap, wow. 1 on an interception, and 1 on an offensive reception. But, you know, I think if you're Beaufort Academy, you know, it goes back to, you know, the basics, yep. Fundamentals, you know, the blocking and tackling, obviously, but limit penalties, limit mistakes. Other than that, you know, 15-9 is still a very closely contested game, but this would be an even match. You know, if I think Beaufort Academy probably spotted them at least 2, maybe 7 points just by mistakes.
Some keys and key players to look for in the second half.
Well, I think for Beaufort Academy, Jaxen Porter is your guy. Devontae Green has been quiet, but, you know, give credit to the Christian defense for containing them. I'd like to see Shuford get out of the pocket a little bit, get that ball quickly to those 2 playmakers, and even Devin Fripp, who we saw just make a spectacular circus catch there at the end of the half. I like that. I think that would work for them. For Christian, Dylan Clark. They're going to go as Dylan Clark goes. What an impressive-looking quarterback he is. He's matured into that role. He is the outright leader on this team. So I like, you know, getting Dylan Clark outside the pockets as well. And, you know, the Christian receivers, they've got a bushel of receivers that he can choose to throw to, can all catch the ball. So I look for Christian to go to the air here in the second half. It could be air raid second half for the Christian Eagles.
It's going to be very interesting. We've got more coming up, but first, let's go to Jessica Surratt and Michael Lynn at Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. It's our drive of the week.
Hey guys, welcome in for your drive of the week this week with Stokes Toyota of Beaufort. I'm joined with Michael Lynn. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Lovely, lovely. So we have talked about a lot of different things with you. We've talked about the Buy Ahead program. We've talked about, really getting ahead of those interest rates and not being married to it. But what are some reasons to buy? Like, why would somebody be like, okay, or maybe they don't even know?
Yeah, there's lots of reasons, and sometimes people don't realize it until they're confronted with it. So a lot of people have older cars.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to throw good money after bad money. Sometimes that car, you've gotten all the value out of it, and it's time to upgrade.
Yeah.
Some people just want to reward themselves because they work hard and they deserve what they want, right? I mean, so. But then there's other facets too. From some husbands and wives talk about they don't want their wives and their kids in a car that's not without warranty,
right.
or that doesn't have all the safety features and stuff like that.
Sure.
So, which brings leasing into play, because if you're gonna have something every 3 years, so your wife and your kids are in the safest, most reliable thing,
right.
you don't want to own the depreciation. So there's just lots of different reasons to buy.
And they can come in, best thing to do, come in, call you, and you'll help them navigate their goals and their wants and kind of put them in the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that drive Corollas now that they've graduated. They need a Camry or a RAV4.
Yeah.
So just upgrading because your family situation's changed. I mean, there's just a lot of good reasons.
Or maybe kids get out of the house and you want that convertible.
That's right. That's exactly right.
that one you can put the top down.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much. Thank you guys for tuning in for your drive of the week at Stokes Toyota of Beaufort.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
University of South Carolina Beaufort has 3 beautiful locations near the beach: Bluffton, Beaufort, and Hilton Head Island. Our students find our small classes and personalized instruction very rewarding. The USCB Sand Sharks have added men's and women's basketball, and we are excited to be new provisional members of NCAA Division II and the Peach Belt Conference. Fins up from USCB.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
Your king for 2023 and 2024 homecoming is Mr. Jack Ussery. And this year's queen, presented by last year's queen, Neely Albert, is Miss Emma Kate Dalzell. Guests and fans, let me introduce you to your homecoming king and queen. Now please give a round of applause to all of our senior class.
Carolina Chicken Salad Chicken, and we are ready for the 2023 football season. Stop by today and grab a quick chick, some cookies, a gallon of iced tea, or a fresh-made lemonade to enjoy at your tailgate party.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
SummitServices.com.
We welcome you back into the cage here on the campus of Hilton Head Christian Academy. It's homecoming night and Hall of Fame night as well. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, the rest of our WHHI-TV crew with you as we are ready for half number 2, 15-9 in favor of HHCA over BA. The home Eagles in the dark blue to kick off to the visitors from Beaufort Academy in white. And the kick is high, and it is deep into the end zone. And Beaufort Academy will start off at the 20-yard line to get the third quarter underway.
We watch teams capitalize on this often in football. You get the late score at the end of the half, and you're receiving the ball to start the second half. So huge opportunity there. If you can get that score at the end of the half, you got a chance to make a 2-score swing on your opponent. So you know that's what Nic Shuford was focused on at halftime. I'm sure he got into his players a little bit. You know, again, I don't think they played a bad half. They were just a little undisciplined. Those are things you can control and clean up, though. They've got the playmakers, they've got the skill, they've got the winning culture to still pull this out, but it's going to be a tall order against this Christian defense.
Summit Services Heating and Air, your leader in home performance services in the Lowcountry. Here's a short run for a couple. Great job there defensively to make the stop. Thanks to Summit Services for supporting WHHI Sports all year long. We've got a flag courtesy of Aflac.
Yeah, that's another after the whistle mistake, and that's going to be on Christian Academy. You know, you just gotta be smarter than that, guys. You know, we're seeing a little bit too much of the chippiness in this game. It's understandable. These are rivals. A lot of these guys know each other. They want bragging rights. But, boy, you know, their coaches are too good. I know these coaches have drilled into these young men that you got to maintain your composure, especially when it's intense and it's crunch time in a game. You know, stupid penalties like that can turn games on a dime.
No doubt. 11:40 to go in the third quarter. 15-9 in favor of HHCA. They're on defense. Here's a run to the outside as it's Jaxen Porter taking it to the right side, and he gains just a couple, 11.5 to go. Reminder, Aflac don't penalize your employees by offering just medical insurance or no worksite benefits at all. Call Quentin Miles today to learn how to help your employees at little or no cost to you.
Yeah, just as we said at halftime, Marcus, Beaufort Academy needs a heavy dose of number 1, number 2, and number 13 here in the second half. Those are the 3 guys that are going to get them there if they make it.
Here's Shuford out of the shotgun, scrambling around, going to dart one over the middle for a short gain as the catch is made in double coverage by Jaxen Porter. 10:50 to go in the third quarter. And again, not much doing there, and I really am impressed with the way we're seeing Shuford move around the pocket, extend a few plays, and make some really good throws under duress.
Yeah, both players have really good pocket awareness. You know, that's a skill that's hard to teach. All the great quarterbacks possess that ability. Even Tom Brady, who didn't have great legs, unbelievable pocket awareness, maybe some of the best we've ever seen. So both of these quarterbacks exude that, and it's impressive.
Here's a snap to Shuford, and we've got a whistle with 10:16 remaining in the quarter.
It's going to be a false start on Beaufort Academy.
Well, just as we discussed, it's got to limit those penalties. You're not going to beat a team the caliber of Christian Academy by beating yourself. You
Right.
just, you know, their previous opponents, even though they played some good competition, you can maybe get away with that. Not, you know, you're a 2A school coming in to play a 3A school that has more than double your enrollment. They've got a deeper roster. So that's going to be something that factors into this game too, is fatigue as we get deeper into the third and fourth quarters.
Here's Shuford over the middle, throwing a pass, and it was nearly picked as number 5, Tucker Tevapaw, got a hand on it. Maybe both, but couldn't come down with the catch. A reminder that Stokes Toyota of Beaufort, our halftime sponsor, is your friendly community dealer for a truly exceptional experience. Visit Michael, Lynn, and staff today. 9:52 remaining, 15-9 BA trails. They've got the ball, and they're set up at about the 40-yard line for a 4th down and 9.
Well, another pooch kick out of Shuford here.
And here it is. It's going to go down to about the 25-yard line.
Down to the 25-yard line, down by
Yeah, I really like what I've seen out of the Christian Academy defensive front tonight. Finn June, Keen Reese III, and number 66, Jaxen Conrad, have done a super job of keeping pressure on Dietrich Shuford all night. I hope we have the roster numbers right, Marcus. We had a little confusion to that earlier, so if I got a name wrong, families and friends, I apologize. We're just going by what we have available to us here.
And that certainly goes for me as well. 9:43 to go in the third quarter. 1st down and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. HHCA with the 6-point lead at 15-9. Scrambling around is Clark. He's going to throw one off. Looked like he threw it off his back foot as again he was under duress. Pass incomplete near the left sideline. 9:36 to go, and great coverage there on that sideline by BA.
And just as I'm praising the Christian defensive front, Beaufort Academy's, they're no slouches on that defensive front either. Both defensive fronts and defensively on both teams. Entire defenses are playing super football, very disciplined football.
2nd down and 10. And out of the gun goes Clark. He's going to throw a little pass over the middle. It is caught. Not much doing after the catch, but nicely done by A.J. Haupt to come down with it. Reminder, appliances by design of Hilton Head, unique, extraordinary, great value. They were our pregame sponsor for this game and all football games that you'll see this year on WHHI Sports TV. 9:14 remaining. Marcus Welch, Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, Jessa Jeremiah, and Joseph Keith with you here from the cage. Homecoming night as well as Hall of Fame night athletically for HHCA here on a beautiful night in Bluffton, South Carolina. Snap goes to the quarterback, and Clark going to dart it out to the right side. It's caught by, it is caught by Tyshawn Mansell. And in on the stop is Trip Gregory, number 3. You also see on your screen there Jaxen Porter and Devin Fripp in near the play. 8:50 and counting left here in quarter number 3.
Now, Beaufort Academy is giving the receivers of Christian on the outsides a little cushion. And I'll tell you, A.J. Haupt continues to impress. Does he look like a coach's son, Marcus?
He sure does.
I know Big John's got to be proud of him, but
No doubt.
he is finding the soft spots, and Dylan Clark is right now just taking what the defense of Beaufort Academy is giving him.
The shotgun for Clark. He gets the snap. He's going to dart this one down the right side, and he overthrows everybody. That was a matchup of Mansell offensively and Fripp on defense, and it is incomplete. 2nd down. 8:22 remaining.
Well, I like the play call there, though. You know, you get a couple of short passes, possession passes for positive yardage. You know, that's when you want to go deep. Catch them off guard, soften them a little bit. But that was just great defense there by Fripp.
Little Catch Me If You Can.
Yes, sir.
Good movie.
It is a good movie.
8:22 to go. Yes, sir.
He was a slippery devil, wasn't he?
He certainly was.
Let's see how slippery Dylan Clark is here.
Not just in that movie, as Clark's rolling around to his
left.
He's helmet's off. There's a flag. Still with the football. rolling, and the play is marked dead as we've got 2 flags on the field, 8:10 to go in the quarter. And this is a situation
I haven't seen that before.
No, me neither. He wasn't even tackled. Look at him. He's got a smile on his face.
Show that handsome face off, my young friend.
Was so impressed with him, talking to him last year after that big win 33-0 against Hilton Head Prep in that game that we had to end the season. A reminder, we'll have that matchup again coming up later on this season on WHHI. Here's the call.
Now, Marcus, I didn't know if, I saw Dylan Clark immediately stopped.
Yeah.
I didn't know that if a helmet was torn during the process of the play, that play stopped. I still don't know if that's the rule or not, but they stopped it in the middle of the play. So obviously if that's a rule, that's a good rule. Because,
absolutely.
Now he's defenseless.
Yes.
A helmetless player with guys coming with full gear trying to tackle him, that could be dangerous. That's a problem.
15-9, 8:10 to play in the third. HHCA still with the football.
And I think by rule, because of the penalty, Dylan Clark does not have to come out of the game for one play.
And that certainly would make sense. He's going to go out of the shotgun, helmet and pads on and secure, might I add, as he's rolling around. He's going to set up to scramble up the middle, 50 and down to the 47, maybe the 46-yard line. So Dylan Clark with a nice ground attack there going up the middle, and we've got an injured player. Oh boy, this is number 1, Devontae Green. That's not good.
No.
For BA with 7:52 remaining. Thought he might have a chance to get up. He's still on the ground. We're going to take a timeout. It's a Kia timeout. We'll take it. Be right back after this on WHHI Sports TV.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
If you want to protect your loved ones from additional stress and expense, plan ahead with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Planning ahead tells your loved ones exactly what you want for your final wishes and protects them from rising costs. Make your final arrangements today with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Visit lowcountryfuneral.com. That's lowcountryfuneral.com.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
We welcome you back. 7:43 to go in the third quarter. 15-9 in favor of HHCA. They're on offense with the football. Devontae Green was able to leave the field, and here goes Clark. Rushing down the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets to the 40, maybe the 41-yard line, and now he's flat on his back. There's a little bit of extra adrenaline and vigor going on in this football game.
Bad intentions, I would call it.
Sure.
And we've got another flag. I think, boy, I tell you, when Nic Shuford goes back and assesses the game film here, he's going to see a lot of things here, 5 games into the season, that they really need to work on cleaning up.
Yep.
You just can't have that. That's a targeting call. And listen, I appreciate the aggressive play. I do.
No doubt.
I mean, you've got it. These targeting, this whole era of targeting that's tough for officials to call, and it's tough for players to. It's tough for players to process through that at game speed. That's just a really difficult scenario.
As I mentioned earlier, this game has only gone on a few times. HHCA with a 3-0 lead. As scrambling is Clark. He's going to throw one up. It is tipped and incomplete. As A.J. Haupt was out there as the wide receiver to try to corral that ball. And a couple of Beaufort Academy Eagles in on the stop, one being Zeke Gonzalez. 7:08 remaining in the third.
Now, as good as Dylan Clark is, that's one where Ron Peduzzi will make eye contact with the young man and say, look, eat it. That's just That's a good athlete, a good quarterback trying to maybe make too much out of something that's already dead.
Right.
That's a throw you do not want to make. That should have been intercepted.
7:08 remaining. Clark gonna fire deep right side. Gonna be wide open, touchdown! A.J. Haupt with the catch and score, and is stepping up with TCL, a TCL TD, the technical challenge of the Lowcountry.
What a game A.J. Haupt is playing, and Dylan Clark, just as I'm somewhat chastising him for the previous throw, he drops a dime right into the arms, the capable, very capable arms of A.J. Haupt for another score. Well, I tell you, you got to wonder if Devontae Green being out didn't have something to do with that play.
I agree 100%, no doubt about it.
Marcus, that could be the biggest story in this game thus far, is having Green on the sidelines.
No doubt. Kelly knocks the extra point through, 22-9, HHCA, 7:03 remaining in the quarter. Back after this.
University of South Carolina Beaufort has 3 beautiful locations near the beach: Bluffton, Beaufort, and Hilton Head Island. Our students find our small classes and personalized instruction very rewarding. The USCB Sand Sharks have added men's and women's basketball, and we are excited to be new provisional members of NCAA Division II and the Peach Belt Conference. Fins up from USCB.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
SummitServices.com. My name is Quentin Miles, Sales Coordinator for Charleston, Bluffton, Hilton Head, Beaufort. Aflac has a proprietary cloud-based enrollment platform available to you at no employer cost. We help you manage your hiring and retention competitiveness, and we help your employees manage the rising costs of healthcare affordably. I've got 17 years experience to help you make the right decision with your employee benefits. Contact me today for more information.
All right, thank you, Marcus and Daniel. We are having some fun here at, Eagles versus Eagles. Lots going on. We're at HHCA and Hilton Head Christian Academy here on the field, taking a break. We got to catch up, though, with J.W. Wilkerson because there's a lot going on. It's funny for me to call you that because my kids call you Coach Awesome, but so nice to see you. Thanks for taking a minute with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
I want to first talk a little bit about what last year looked like for you. Obviously, you have a big role here, but what were you doing last year?
Absolutely. So last year, I was the varsity baseball coach. I was also the assistant AD, and I teach some PE classes.
Okay, so already a lot on your plate and a lot happening here athletics-wise, of course. I want to talk, though, about what this year looks like. So the athletic director program has really taken a turn, and it's a really interesting program that you have. So let's talk a little bit about what that looks like and how you all are managing this.
Yes, ma'am. So this past summer, our previous athletic director, Jaxen Grungemeyer, he took a job up in Maine. So that has shifted what we've been doing here. So now myself and Matt Smith and John Hopp, we've all teamed up along with Julie Richardson to build this athletic director committee. So it's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. We work well together. So as you can see, we're still up and moving. We're getting everything rolling.
Yeah, everything's looking good. And I have to imagine, just from a transition perspective, doing that with the seasoned team that you have here had to have been the best choice versus scrambling to bring somebody in new and, try and get them up to speed, don't you think? Is that kind of the vision behind this?
Absolutely, yeah. It was about a week and a half before school started that this news came out. So we wanted to make sure as a school and a community, we did right by the kids and the staff here to make sure that they needed everything they could have, and that's what we're providing for these student athletes.
Well, you've done an excellent job, and thanks so much for taking some time with us. We appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you all. Go Eagles.
Go Eagles. All right, we're going to get back to some football. Thanks for watching, and thanks to Copper Frog Car Wash for sponsoring our sideline reports. We'll get back to the guys.
7 minutes, 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter of the Highway 170 Bowl. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, Joseph Keith, Jessa Jeremiah with you as the kick will go into the end zone, and BA down 22-9 will bring it out to the 20-yard line.
So we talked about the difference in the enrollment of the schools, the difference in the size of the rosters. Both of these teams play players both ways. Beaufort Academy probably has to do that a little bit more than Christian Academy because they're thinner. And this is where a 22-9 deficit, midway through the third quarter is going to weigh heavily on Beaufort Academy and put some stress on them because this is cramp time, as we've seen so much this season. This is fatigue time. So we'll see how they handle it. You find out a lot about yourself in adversity, don't you, Marcus?
No doubt. William Howe has a lot to be proud of with all of the athletics going on at BA as there's a handoff to the left side, not much doing. The heads of schools, Carol Ann Richards for Beaufort Academy, and then the principal for HHCA, Shannon Smith, the head of school, Doug Langholz. 6:40 to go in the quarter. Quarter number 3 here of the Highway 170 Bowl on WHHI Sports TV. Big drive here for BA. Here's their on offense set up at about the 20. Out of the gun goes Shuford. Low snap. He corrals it beautifully. He's scrambling around. He's got a couple of guys near him. He's going to throw this one off his back foot, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Incomplete. 6:15 remaining. And that Hilton Head Christian Academy defense putting the pressure on Nic Shuford with that front line.
Yeah, they just continue. There's the relentless pressure on Shuford, and again, that's hard to deal with. It's later in the game now. Christian can play a little bit more aggressively on defense because they've got a 2-score lead. So again, this is the first really big test that Beaufort Academy's faced all season, and they're missing one of their best players. This is a tall order.
It is. They're trying to stay 500, or they're trying to stay undefeated. The snap and a handoff up the middle, and a couple of yards gained from BA on that play is taking it as number 2, Jaxen Porter, and a lot more of the weight offensively and defensively is riding on Porter now with Devontae Green out.
That's right. Yeah, and you other than Porter now and Devin Fripp, you just don't have a whole lot of offensive options.
Right.
So Nic Shuford's going to have to be very creative and use those very capable legs of his to create. They've got to do some creation here.
HHCA started off the season 0-2. They have improved to 500 over the last few weeks as there's a pooch punt on 4th down and 6. And it's fair caught at about the 47-yard line by number 15. Good play. I believe that is Gage Zadalokin who made the catch. It is indeed. 5:28 remaining here in quarter number 3. 1st down and 10 for HHCA. And a reminder that Simplicity Lowcountry Cremation and Burial Services is our scoreboard sponsor tonight. The support you need when you need it the most.
Yeah, great field awareness there by Gage Zadalokin. Oftentimes we'll see, because they don't want the turnover or muff a punt, you'll see the receiver on the punting team back off of that, and then you usually lose yardage to a big roll. But Zadalokin steps up and catches that ball and gives Christian great field position.
3 receivers on the outside, but here's Clark. And Clark down the sideline, working his way across the 30, weaving in and out of defenders, and he gets down inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. A Kevin Sevier of State Farm first down, and a huge run for Dylan Clark. Kevin Sevier of State Farm for all your home and auto insurance needs. And a flag by Aflac, presented by Aflac, and it's going back the other way as it was called against HHCA.
Yep. What did we talk about in the first half? I saw at the end of that play several of the Christian coaches throwing their hats and raising their arms in despair because once again a huge offensive play is negated by a penalty. Boy, I'll tell you, both these teams have a lot to work out with respect to discipline and sticking with their assignments, because these penalties, as you get later in the season and face stiffer competition, are going to be costly.
Again, next week is region play in Skeeza and in the high school league. 5:09 remaining here in the third. Reminder, our student community leader, more than you imagine. And there's a big play, and Mansell's got it. He's going to score. Touchdown.
Wow. Well, we talked about Tyshawn Mansell coming over from Thomas Heyward, and he shows why he's just such a valued addition to these weapons on the outside for Christian Academy. What a throw, catch, and run to really stretch this lead now.
And Dylan Clark had all day. 4:58 to play, 28-9. HHCA with a huge lead now. And again, an extra point is upcoming.
And then just another perfectly placed ball by Dylan Clark. He is really proven. He's one of the best down the field throwers that we've seen this season, isn't he, Marcus?
For sure. Kelly drills the extra point through the uprights. 29-9, 4:58 to go in the third. Back with more after this from HHCA on WHHI Sports TV.
Appliances by Design was founded on Hilton Head and is serving the Lowcountry.
We're local owners, industry professionals, and we're here to help.
When you're ready to replace that mattress with some quality sleep, we've got you covered.
We've got the best prices on well-known brands like Beautyrest to support the highest quality of sleep.
Get the quality you need for the best price. Plus, we do delivery, installation, warranty work, so you get service like you've never had before. Appliances by Design.
20 Hatton Place, Hilton Head Island, next to Barnes & Noble.
Come see us at Copper Frog Car Wash, a family-owned full-service and express service car wash. Our hand-wash, thorough cleaning service will have your car looking like new. Our goal is to have you back on the road in 20 minutes. We have everything from express washes to platinum services for you to choose from. Located on the north end of the island, we offer great locals discounts and monthly memberships that will keep your car always looking Copper Frog clean. Come see us today.
Living on the coast offers a unique lifestyle, but with that comes the need for a specialized approach to helping protect residents and business owners from year-round winds, high tides, and torrential rain. Since 1850, our family-owned business has been helping friends and neighbors navigate whatever Mother Nature has thrown our way. At CT Lowndes, we know coastal insurance. Visit us at ctlowndes.com. Let us help you prepare for hurricane season.
4:58 remaining here in the third, 29-9. Hilton Head Christian Academy with the lead over Beaufort Academy. The kick from the home Eagles in the dark blue is going to go out of the back of the end zone, and it's going to bring Beaufort Academy out to the 20-yard line, down by 20.
Yeah, Marcus, we called a couple of Dylan Clark's games last year, and I said last year he's a running back that can throw. I scratched that. Yeah, this young man has matured into a real quarterback.
Yes.
Who really can just decimate defenses with both his legs and his arm, as we have another flag here, it looks like. Wearing that number 7, Marcus, does that remind you of anybody?
He reminds me of a quarterback that wore orange, blue, and a little splash of white in one John Elway with the Denver Broncos. He reminds me a lot of John Elway.
Well, I'm sure Dylan Clark's going to appreciate that comparison. The old Hall of Famer. Unfortunately, those were the glory days for the Broncos. Did you see they gave up 70 points to the Miami Dolphins? Have you ever seen anything? Did you ever think you'd see that in the NFL?
No.
Poor Denver fans.
I mean, Miami gave up 63, I believe it was, one year in the playoffs. Either they gave up 63 or maybe they scored 63, but to have that kind of output, good grief. Here's Shuford over the middle, complete on the right side. Nice catch there made by number 2 Jaxen Porter, and Hilton Head Christian Academy right there to make the tackle on the sideline, as making the stop is Zane Wilson, number 1.
Yeah, one of the bigger problems in having one of your key playmakers in Devontae Green out is A, that limits your options, and B, now Christian Academy's already strong defense can really key in on Shuford and Porter.
Here's a run attempt towards the middle of the field, and not much doing as Hilton Head Christian Academy is all over that. They scouted it, got through the offensive line, and makes a stop with 4:11 remaining in quarter number 3. Again, 29-9 in favor of HHCA.
Well, HHCA is now showing, how critical, and we're seeing it with the Beaufort Eagles too.
Right.
The payoff of having those early season games against really strong competition. This is when that pays off.
Shuford off the back foot over the middle. Got him in! Well done by Nic Shuford as he gets his man over the middle to make the catch. And right now we are seeing, of course, with the absence of Devontae Green, a lot of number 2 Jaxen Porter. Another catch for Jaxen. And 3:35 remaining, first down and 10. That's a Kevin Severe of State Farm first down for all your home and auto insurance needs.
Jaxen Porter is, again, we've called a number of his games. He continues to get better and better, which is scary. He's one of the more complete football players that I've seen in this area, Marcus. He can do it all.
Again, out of the gun goes Shuford, rolling to his left, still rolling. He's going to throw one off his back foot. It's high, it's tipped, and nearly intercepted as falling back, trying to make a heck of a catch, but a little bit unsuccessful there was number 5, Tucker Tevapaw. And we've got another whistle and a flag. Reminder, a Tailgate sponsored chicken salad chick of Bluffton, delicious scratch-made craveable favorites, served from the heart.
Boy, this Christian secondary, unfortunately they got pass interference there, but and that's going to happen, but boy, they play tight defense for a secondary. I mean, Beaufort Academy has some speed out there on the edges, and Nic Shuford he's got to fit it into a tiny window because they're just playing such tight coverage. Just really good disciplined defense by the entire squad.
Here's a little floater pass to the sideline. That is caught by number 20, Roman Benjamin. And Benjamin with the nice catch there. We saw him in that Hilton Head prep game earlier this season. Makes a nice play right there. A reminder, officials are needed. Go to highschoolofficials.com to learn how you can get involved, and there are a lot of great benefits of becoming an official. You can get a great workout in, gain some friends, gain a little extra money on the side, help out your community, and serve the community that you love. Highschoolofficials.com for more information, not just in South Carolina or in specific sports, but officials needed state and sport-wide. Is that pass complete? No, they're going to call it incomplete. Intended for Benjamin, 2:17 to go. It was a catch. I thought I saw an incomplete signal from one of our officials down on the far side, but it is a catch. 2:17 to play, 29-9. Third down and 1. This is a huge third down coming up.
Yeah, another great job by Nic Shuford just stepping up in the pocket. Again, these two quarterbacks continue to impress me with their pocket awareness and what they can do with pressure in their face.
Here's Shuford out of the gun. Little pass. It is caught by Devin Fripp, and another flag flies, courtesy of Aflac. And that's going against BA.
You can see Coach Shuford up in the upper middle of your screen with his hands on his hips. That is just demoralizing. We've seen it on both sides of the ball. Positive plays being erased and negated by penalties. A lot of flags in this game. You wish we tend to see that. We've seen that a lot this season, haven't we?
We sure have.
Lots of penalties.
We've seen it before too. This being our third year calling games, and you kind of go with the ebbs and flows during games, especially if you're coaches. But yeah, some of these things do need cleaned up for some of these great players and great teams as well. Shuford in trouble. He's scrambling around. He's going to throw one high and deep and out of bounds, intended for Jace Polk. And he actually had Polk on the sideline, but that was just a little bit out of his range, heading towards that deep right side of the field near the sideline, and it ended up going out of bounds with 2:04 remaining and a 4th down and 6.
Yeah, and at this late stage of the game, being down, what are you down, 20 points? So 3 scores. I think Coach Shuford's got to roll the dice here. We might see a pooch kick out of Dietrich Shuford, but I think you got to roll the dice here. If you didn't come here for consolation prizes, you came here to get a victory. It's not out of reach, but it's a long road to hoe.
It would be the first for BA if they can get it. That pass near the sideline, and it is going to be incomplete. 29-9, 2 minutes remaining. A reminder that Fat Babies of Hilton Head is your family-friendly neighborhood pizza joint. First down and 10 going the other way.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover on downs, and once again, all credit to that great Hilton Head Christian defense. I think whatever problems, again, they faced great competition early on when they were 0-2, but Coach Peduzzi said, they still, all that being said, they weren't playing to their potential. This defense, at least, well, and the offense too. I mean, they're a very complete, balanced football team.
Sure are. First down and 10, Clark and company. Here's a run up the middle, and not much doing there for number 3, James Crosby. He does manage to get a couple, and it'll be second down and 8.
Marcus, take a look at big number 77 down there in the lower part of your screen. Ethan Haynes.
He's a big dude.
He is a freshman, 6'3", 315 pounds. I think his father was a Division I lineman. So it runs in the family. There
you go. Kind of reminds you of a guy that we saw last week.
Oh, man.
And Haynes still has 2 more years to get to where Isaiah Evans was as a junior over a Whale Branch, as that was a bad snap and corralled by HHCA offensively.
You talking about Big Tots?
Talking about Big Tots.
That's one of the best nicknames. Well, Jackson Porter's got a pretty good nickname, but Big Tots. Now,
Big Tots.
As big as Ethan Haynes is at 6'3", 315, Isaiah Evans, 6'7", 350 pounds.
Oof. Third down and 9. Out of the gun goes Clark. Big third down. He sets up. He's going to throw left side. Got him in wide open. It's caught. Down the sideline. There goes Zanalokin. It's a touchdown.
Wow, once again, Clark right on the money. And these, I'll tell you, this is one of the more complete and balanced receiving corps at this level I've seen in a while. A.J. Hout, Gage Zanalokin, Harrison Arnholt, and then your star Tyshawn Mansell. I mean, they can hurt you. They've got so many guys that can hurt you, and when you got a quarterback that can get them the ball with that kind of accuracy, Ron Peduzzi's got to be very pleased with what he's seeing today.
No question about it. On third down and 9, and the point after is good. 36-9, 44 seconds to go in the quarter. We are going to take a break. Be right back after this on WHHI Sports TV. It's the Highway 170 Bowl. Come to Fat Babies for game day and root for your favorite team with a platter that comes with a bucket of beer. The Gamecocks platter has 24 boneless wings, 4 flavors, fries, and celery. The Tiger platter is 2 medium pizzas, 4 toppings, garlic knots, and marinara. The Bulldog platter has 6 hot dogs, fries, chili cheese, and all the fixins. And for a football feast, the Buckeye platter, ribs, fries, mac and cheese, and slaw. Each platter is only $40 and comes with a bucket of beer, so whoever you're rooting for, game day at Fat Babies is sure to be a touchdown.
Life is grand with a piano. Kawai Piano Gallery by Herrin and Herrin Piano Consignment serves Bluffton, Savannah, Charleston, Beaufort, and Hilton Head for piano sales, rentals, and service. Kawai Piano Gallery in Bluffton offers the full line of Kawai products, from hybrids and digitals to concert grand pianos. Quality pre-owned inventory includes Kawai, Steinway, Yamaha, Baldwin, and more. Also now offering lessons. Head to KawaiPianoGalleryByHerrin.com.
44 seconds to play here in the third of the Highway 170 Bowl from the cage at Hilton Head Christian Academy. The kick will go out of the back of the end zone. And Beaufort Academy now, I think you just got to continue to play with pride and find what you can find looking forward with the rest of your season. Try to make something out of this. I'll use the analogy again to just make lemonade out of lemons in this situation that they're down by 27.
Yeah, what's the old saying, Marcus? Mama said that there are going to be days like this.
True.
That's really what's going on with Beaufort Academy, really from the outset of this game. You know, Christian comes out and punches them in the mouth, gets them back on their heels a little bit. But a lot of self-inflicted wounds. We pray that the injury to Vontae Green isn't serious. But, you know, right now, as you said, they just need to work on fundamentals and learning something from this.
And not much doing, actually a loss of a couple for Jaxen Porter. 35 seconds remaining in the quarter.
I've heard so many teams that have gone on to have really successful seasons and even championship seasons say, you know, they'll go back and look at that game that really, in hindsight, was exactly what they needed. Sometimes teams with the talent at 2A that Beaufort Academy has, they need a loss like this to wake them up, to get them more focused. So, you know, I think, what do we say? You learn more from adversity than you do success.
It's easy to get complacent if you're winning all the time.
That's right.
3 seconds left. There's a pass and a nice catch, but an even better tackle, as in on the stop is number 5, Tucker Tevapaw. That's the end of the third quarter. 36-9, HHCA on homecoming day and senior day. They've got a huge lead. Fourth quarter next on WHHI Sports TV.
It's the pre-grand opening celebration of the all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head. Truckloads of new Kias are arriving daily with exclusive Kia Country celebration savings. Choose from new 2024 Telluride, Sportage, Sorento, even the all-electric EV6. America's fastest-growing brand is here in Hilton Head in the newest, most advanced dealership in America. Don't miss the pre-grand opening savings now. The all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head, next to Tractor Supply in Bluffton.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
As you can see and hear, we are at the field of the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. There's a ton going on outside of football too, so we love covering football here, but we love covering the good, fun things that are going on. And right now I get to introduce you to a student. This is Jack Mau. Thanks for taking a minute with us.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so I've heard this term, the cage, before. Explain what the cage is.
Yeah, so basically the cage is just the student leadership at our school. It's basically the student section. We promote really an audience of one and just like being together and being all for our school. So
I love how you get together and you really are in a place of leadership. And talk to us a little bit about what that looks like. Some schools really have like 1 or 2 leaders. It's not really the case here. Y'all really come together.
yeah, everybody who's a part of the cage, we really try to make them a leader because we're all about growing for each other. So I feel like everybody that's part of the cage has a chance to be a leader, and I think that helps our kids grow as well. So.
Well, I have to tell you, as wonderful of a job as everyone has done, one of the teachers here and coaches has nominated you to receive the Leadership Award here today. This is an award that's presented by the University of South Carolina, Beaufort, so we like to recognize a student community leader, and tonight that's you, so congratulations. And thank you so much for taking a little time with us tonight.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we're going to get back to it.
We welcome you back. Fourth quarter of the Highway 170 Bowl. Beaufort Academy down 36-9, but they've got the football, and the pass from Shuford over the middle is complete, and a good tackle made there by HHCA. That's 5-on-5, so Zeke Gonzalez with the catch, but Tucker Tevapaw, who's had himself a whale of a game, he's been in just about everything right now, makes the tackle. 11:45 and counting remaining in this one.
Yeah, and we talk a lot about, for Beaufort Academy, Nic Shuford and Jaxen Porter and Devontae Green, and rightfully so. But I'll tell you, that Zeke Gonzalez and Devin Fripp are great football players, too.
They sure are. And not much doing here as several HHCA Eagles in on the stop, including number 55. That is Bradley Anderson with the play there.
Yeah, number 24, Keen Reese III, is a good-looking football player, too. He is in on a lot of plays. It seems like every time I look down, I see number 24 on or near the ball.
Right.
They got a lot of guys like that, and that's what Peduzzi and Jarek Taylor and these guys, these coaches of Christian Academy, that's what they teach.
Low snap, corralled by Shuford. Boy, he's had to do that a lot today. Scrambling to his right side. Now he's in trouble, and he is going to get absolutely thrown to the ground, and the flag flies immediately. Jaxen Conrad absolutely took him and threw him down like he was a wrestler on that play. I got to think that's, I would have thought probably horse collar there, but maybe not.
Yeah,
10:47 remaining in the ball game.
I don't like the call. I know that's going against Christian. I think Jaxen Conrad's just playing football there. You could say that's a little excessive, but they're calling that roughing the passer. Dietrich was a runner there. He was already out of the pocket. He was turning upfield. I don't see how that's roughing. Great pursuit by Jaxen Conrad for a big guy. What is he, 285? He can move.
He can.
He got on Nic Shuford, made a good defensive play. I think that's a questionable call.
Yeah.
And that's the 24th penalty we've seen tonight.
Yes. Jaxen Conrad, little twinkle toes. He's quick for a big guy. Here's Shuford throwing left side out of bounds. That actually may have hit the pylon there.
Do we have more penalty? Another penalty? I think I see a flag there.
I do, yes.
Pass incomplete. There's another flag on the play.
Yeah, I said this a couple weeks ago, and Jeremy Pope always flags me for commenting about the flags. I would like to see the referees, as much as we need them, as good, as competent as they are, I'd like to see them back off a little bit and let these guys play. At the high school level especially, and I know because I played at that level, it's just really, really difficult for teams to get into the rhythm and the flow of their offenses when they're constantly stopping and going backwards, and then they start to question what they're doing and they get in their head. It's disruptive. And I'm not saying that the penalties aren't legitimate, but can we scale it back a little
Right. You have the experience being a former player as Shuford scrambles back and he goes down at midfield. Big hit there by HHCA. You have the experience being a former player. I have the experience of seeing Pee Wee football, being a former dress announcer for the Hilton Head Gators. At the end of the day, yeah, these guys are teenagers and whatnot, and they're growing into their bodies, but at the heart of learning the game of football, they're doing still, in my opinion, just that. They're learning. They're learning about, what it takes in terms of schemes and that type of thing and how to play the game the right way. To that point, I agree with you, certainly to a certain extent, as we've got 9:25 remaining in this one. Little lofty pass on the screen to the left side, and nicely done from Shuford as he finds his man. A little bit of yak there after the catch, and now we've got another guy down. It was the man who made the catch for BA. 9:10 and counting to go. We've got the man still down. I'll let you know who it is here in a second.
Zeke Gonzalez.
It is. So 9:13 to go. We've got a timeout. We'll take it. It's brought to you by Kia of Hilton Head. Back with more next on WHHI Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Cinda Seaman, Chairman of the Board of Mainstage Community Theater. And with me is Daniel Court, our Vice Chair.
Our mission is very simple. Engage the artist in anyone and inspire the arts in everyone. And perhaps our vision statement says it best. We are a gathering place for our community to connect and celebrate over great storytelling. From the back of the stage to the front of the house, we all are making an impact. But wait, our next great production is in the works. Mark your calendars for Main Stage Community Theater's upcoming production, Into the Woods Jr. Shows run November 16th through 19th and is proudly presented by Court Atkins Group. Visit mainstagecommunitytheater.org for complete details, and don't miss Into the Woods Jr.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary, where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
We welcome you back. 9:10 to play here in the quarter and in the ball game. BA with the football, 3rd down and 12. Scrambling around is Shuford. He's going to take off inside the 40, inside the 30. Still on his feet. Nic Shuford with a huge first down, brought to you by Kevin Severe of State Farm. For all your home and auto insurance needs, visit Kevin Severe of State Farm today.
Boy, I love to see that. Nic Shuford showing why he is the coach on the field, the leader of this team. Kudos to the entire squad of Beaufort Academy. It's 36-9, late in the fourth quarter. These guys could, toss in the towel, but they're continuing to play hard. They're fighting through this. And this is, like we talked about before, this is going to really prove to them what they're made of when it gets tough later in the season.
8:35 remaining, first down at the 20. Here's Shuford again, scrambling to the outside. He's going to go down at the 25-yard line, courtesy of number 55. That is Bradley Anderson, there to make the stop.
Yeah, that pursuit continues to be relentless for Christian Academy. They've got a lot of speed on the edges. They've been playing hard since the first whistle. And this defense, if they continue to improve, that's the kind of unit that can lead a team to a championship. We talk so much about Dylan Clark and the high-powered air raid offense on the other side of the ball, but defenses usually win championships.
No doubt.
And kicking, and they've got both.
Copper Frog, your full-service car wash on Hilton Head. That pass incomplete. 3rd down and 15. Ball at the 25-yard line. Fourth quarter, 7:45 to go in the Highway 170 Bowl here from the cage. Homecoming and homecoming night certainly for HHCA, as well as Hall of Fame night for the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jessa Jeremiah, Joseph Keith, Jeremy Pope with you here from the cage.
Yeah, they're having fun there at Christian Academy tonight. I mentioned my daughter Liliana, who's 11 years old, a 6th grader at Christian Academy. You mentioned Principal Shannon Smith, who just does a fantastic job. Shannon's
wonderful.
He's a neighbor of mine at Westbury. Great guy, his wife Robin, just great people, great leadership. Doug Langholz, they just do such a super job.
Man goes in motion, snap goes to Shuford. He gets hit, throws a dart, and it's caught! What a play by BA on both sides as Devin Fripp comes down with it with the defender right on his backside.
Well, great play, great throw, great catch by Devin Fripp. I don't think Devin Fripp needs to be talking too much smack. That's when we used to say, scoreboard.
Right.
when a player on the opposing team is losing badly, and I get it. He's a football player. He's intense. I'm going to give him a pass on that. But when you're getting beat 36-9, you don't want to be talking smack to your opponent.
Reminder: FWDG is the furniture and services you deserve. There's a pass over the middle.
Wow.
And it's picked off. Beautifully done over the middle. HHCA thwarts the drive for BA. They've got the football off
Bradley
the pick.
Anderson.
And Anderson was in the right spot at the right time. That needle was threaded beautifully toward his way. He comes down with it. He didn't just catch it with his hands. He used his entire upper body to come down with that dart. And HHCA is going to have possession with 7:12 remaining in the ball game. First down and 10. Ball at the 5-yard line. And we'll see what Dylan Clark and offense have in store on this drive.
Boy, if you're Beaufort Academy trying to play this defense, pick your poison. Christian has so many guys on defense that can hurt you. They are so balanced.
Here's a run trying to get to the outside and just gaining a couple is number 3. I believe that's James Crosby. It is. He gains just a few. 6:57 and counting remaining in the ball game. Island Tire, the longest serving tire retailer and auto repair on Hilton Head, an Island tradition. We'll have an MVP for you coming up here in just a little while. And they're the sponsor of that. There's another run up the middle as Clark hands it off. And Crosby might have gotten a yard. 6:35 remaining. For piano sales, rentals, service, and now lessons, call Kawai Piano Gallery by Herrin today. They're our coin toss sponsor. 6:25 and counting left, and it's 3rd down and 6 for HHCA. Ball at the 8-yard line, 4th quarter, 36-9 in favor of HHCA. Here goes Clark, scrambling up the middle. He is sacked. I take that back. That was not Clark.
Yeah, I think Peduzzi and staff have pulled Clark to avoid injury, which it makes a lot of sense. That's looks like Reid McCollum at quarterback.
Trip Gregory with the hit. 5:57 remaining. 4th down and 10. Ball at the 5-yard line. Inside 6 minutes to go here in the Highway 170 Bowl here on WHHI Sports TV from the cage. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, Jessa Jeremiah, Jeremy Pope, Joseph Keith with you. The snap, and Tevapaw to punt it. Good grief. That is a high punt. It's going to take a little bit of a short bounce, but a good HHCA roll. Out to the 49-yard line. BA with great field position with just under 5.5 remaining in this one.
Marcus, I want to go to something I heard Coach Peduzzi say to Bob Stevens at Media Day. He said there were 4 things they needed intangibly or tangibly and intangibly to be successful. He said, number 1, you got to have dudes, playmakers, dogs, whatever you want to call them. Number 2, good coaches and mentors, which they clearly have. Number 3, know your role. You got to understand your job. And number 4, they need players that love each other and play for each other. Sounds like he's winning on all 4 of those, in all 4 of those areas.
Without question, and you just talked about a dude, and I've got one for you. It's the Loco stat of the week from about a week ago. I meant to get this in last week. C.A. Johnson's Caleb Pearson put up 397 yards rushing Friday, a couple of weeks back against Swansea. Went over 1,000 yards through 5 games, averaging 9.9 yards per carry. Hampton County football held him to a season-low 53 yards on 20 carries for an average of 2.7 on September 8th in a 41-0 win for Hampton County. And we just talked about what Hampton County can do. They just put a whooping on Hilton Head a couple of weeks back, and they're a really good football team too. So a lot of great talent all over the place and everywhere here in the Lowcountry.
What did Bryce Librand say after Beaufort's win?
There's a pass to the outside. Nice catch and tiptoe getting out of bounds on that right sideline is Jaxen Porter. Well done, 5:14 and counting to go.
Bryce Librand said to us after the win over May River, he said, we'd mentioned Hampton County. He goes, well, I can tell you this, I'm glad we don't have to play them.
That's right.
You know, that's a strong football team.
No doubt. And they made Troy Timko that night look just decent.
Yes.
Let's hear from Main Stage Theater.
Main Stage Community Theater. Engage the artist in anyone and inspire the arts in everyone.
There's a snap, and Shuford going to take it himself, get to the 40-yard line. We had a very special guest earlier on talking about our Community Leader Award.
We sure did. My good friend Jeff Shawd, who is the executive director of the Evolution Big Band. You know, I serve on the board at Main Stage Community Theater. I met Jeff as we were talking about some sort of strategic partnership and how to build an arts center in the area. We're still working on that, but Jeff and I become very, very dear friends. These guys, it's an 18-piece band. They're all volunteer professional musicians. They are unbelievable, but these guys have raised close to $500,000 for local charities in the last 5 years.
Here's a little run to the outside. Not much doing there. Inside 4 minutes to go. Great stuff from Jeff Shawd, and I know a couple of folks that have been playing with the band for quite some time, Mark Stutz being one of them.
Mark's great, yeah.
He certainly is.
Yeah, you know, if you've never heard these guys, I mean, they're incredible. I had my good friends Steve and Meredith Inglesby and Steve Blanchard who are Broadway stars, Broadway legends, come and do a concert with these guys, and they heard them for the first time and looked at me and rolled their eyes and said, they're the real musicians. We just sing. These guys are pros.
There's a pass over the middle, and it is caught. Well done by Devin Fripp, number 4. On him was number 12. That is Dorian Johnvier, and we've got a flag with 3:33 to go in the ball game.
And I mentioned Devin Fripp talking. Well, I just saw Jaxen Conrad walk by him and make the mouth sign to them, because clearly Devin Fripp is doing a lot of squawking in there. And again, I appreciate the young man's intensity, but he's hurting his football team. You know, that's purely selfish. That's just ill-advised, and you know, the coaches are going to have to get him isolated and have a real hard talking to, because not only is that hurting your team, that's just a bad look, and it's bad sportsmanship, and it doesn't do anything to make this 36-9 deficit look any better.
Noble Mattress and more. Visit us in Bluffton or Hilton Head for quality mattresses at affordable prices. They're our play of the game sponsor, and that's Noble. Noble Mattress will have a play of the game coming up shortly. 3:22 remaining in it. 36-9 in favor of HHCA. They're on defense. VA trailing. And with the ball inside the 35-yard line, out of the gun goes Nic Shuford. He's got a man going in motion from left to right. Shuford going to step up and throw deep down the right side. It is near the breadbasket, but incomplete, intended for Zeke Gonzalez with a couple of defenders on him near the end zone. 2nd down and 10.
Marcus, with all the great playmakers that Beaufort Academy has, and you know the really strong effort that we saw in their victory over Hilton Head Prep earlier this season, does this 36-9 deficit surprise you some?
It certainly does.
I mean, I think we thought this
really
would be
does.
a little bit closer contested game. Now, a lot of that has to do with injuries, lots of penalties, self-inflicted wounds, as we've talked about, but Christian Academy is clearly rounding into a different team than was on the field earlier this season.
No doubt. Shuford in trouble, throwing a dart downfield and out of bounds. Reminder, our postcard sponsor, Lowcountry Alliance for Healthy Youth, uniting the community to promote positive choices. And our timeout sponsor, Kia of Hilton Head. If you want to pay more for a car, that's your business. If you want to pay less, that's Kia Country's business. 2:59 remaining, 3rd down and 10, ball at the 34-yard line, 4th quarter, 36-9 in favor of HHCA on homecoming night as well as Hall of Fame night, so they're going to improve to 3-2 on the season. BA on their way to their first loss. This is 3A versus 2A Skiza action, the last week of non-region play. You and Kevin Libby will have the call next week of the big game between Bluffton and Hilton Head in Bluffton. Kevin will be filling in for yours truly with that one. 3rd down and 10 again at the 34. Snap goes to Shuford. Flag flies. Shuford off his back foot. Throws one up near the end zone. It's caught! What a catch for a touchdown by Jaxen Porter!
Wow. Well, there's a flag on the play. We'll see which way it goes. But once again, Jaxen Porter, he hasn't dropped a pass tonight.
No.
And just proving what just an incredible football player he is. I tell you, Pretty Boy can play.
Pretty Boy can play. Pretty Boy got a little attitude.
Yeah, if you're a coach, you want 22 Pretty Boys on your team. Because, man, that guy, I'll tell you, just this game from a individual skill and playmaking perspective is the best we've seen this season.
Unbelievable. We've got a timeout. We'll be back after this on WHHI Sports TV.
I think my biggest fear coming back to college was failure. I had failed before, but TCL really did give me that confidence. The professors really want you to achieve and accomplish your goals. And TCL made coming back to college really easy by making it fun, affordable, and providing that place for us to feel like we can succeed and make it work. I would tell somebody that if they wanted to change their life, that this is what they needed to do.
It's the pre-grand opening celebration of the all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head. Truckloads of new Kias are arriving daily with exclusive Kia Country celebration savings. Choose from new 2024 Telluride, Sportage, Sorento, even the all-electric EV6. America's fastest-growing brand is here in Hilton Head in the newest, most advanced dealership in America. Don't miss the pre-grand opening savings now. The all-new Kia Country of Hilton Head, next to Tractor Supply in Bluffton.
Did you know at FWDG we have furniture, dressless chairs, great quality mattresses, bedroom furniture, outdoor furniture, dining sets, and rugs. The Lowcountry's best furniture and mattress store, FWDG.
2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of the Highway 170 Bowl between Beaufort Academy and Hilton Head Christian Academy. BA with the football. There's a dart over the middle, incomplete from Shuford's arm and hand right out of the outstretched arms of one Zeke Gonzalez. That would have been a heck of a diving catch. 2:41 to go, and it's fourth down and a bundle.
Well, you think you're gonna, why not go for this?
Absolutely.
One more time, you know, go up and you know, but tell you this continually saying this, but just outstanding coverage all night by the secondary of Christian Academy. Yeah, you mentioned Kevin Libby stepping in to take your place this week, partner. First of all, I'm going to miss you. It'll be our first game, you know, where I didn't have you as my battery mate. Kevin Libby's a big guy with big shoes, but your shoes are hard to fill, buddy.
Thank you very much. There's a pass deep from Shuford. It's up in the air, and it's caught! And this is going to be a touchdown as Jaxen Porter will walk into the end zone.
Jaxen Porter just has, he has some of those intangibles that coaches just dream about. You know, he has the body, he has the skill, but he's got a nose and an understanding and an instinct for football. You could see it there.
No
just
doubt.
Wonderful field awareness to match that unbelievable skill.
36-15, 2:32 remaining in the ball game.
Well, it's good to see. I like, despite all that's going against them tonight, it's just great to see Beaufort Academy playing through the whistle.
Grady Lamb with the extra point. It's right down the middle. Good. 36-16, 2:32 to go in the ball game. We'll be back right after this on WHHI Sports TV.
If you want to protect your loved ones from additional stress and expense, plan ahead with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Planning ahead tells your loved ones exactly what you want for your final wishes and protects them from rising costs. Make your final arrangements today with Simplicity Cremation and Burial Services. Visit lowcountryfuneral.com. That's lowcountryfuneral.com.
We connect people to their work, to their families, to all things essential. That's why your Touchstone Energy Cooperative is here every day, making life easier in all the ways that matter. And of all the connections we make, we know none are more powerful than the human connection.
Palmetto Electric Cooperative, your source for power and information.
Hi, I'm Ann at Chicken Salad Chick, and we are ready for the 2023 football season. Stop by today and grab a quick chick, some cookies, a gallon of iced tea, or a fresh-made lemonade to enjoy at your tailgate party.
2 minutes, 32 seconds to play. Marcus Welch, Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, Jessa Jeremiah, and Joseph Keith with you here from the cage. They pooch kick, and HHCA will corral it at the 35-yard line. Let us hear one more time from our national anthem sponsor, O.C. Welch.
O.C. Welch Ford. Go see O.C. today for a great car buying experience. I always leave a little more embellishment room for the second half, O.C. called.
Sure.
My Michael Buffer wannabe ring announcer impression. I'll tell you, I like seeing that. Clay Lohr, who we've talked about, such a great leader for Beaufort Academy, and Dylan Clark.
Here's a short run to the left side.
we talk every week about seeing some examples of sportsmanship on the field.
Yeah.
Those two guys just patted each other on the helmet, two leaders of their respective squads. We saw last week one of the young men for Whale Branch was cramping up, and the quarterback ran over for Battery Creek and helped him work his cramps out. That's
I've never seen that level of sportsmanship ever.
Yeah.
It was hard for me not to tear up seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah, and
158 and counting to go.
You've seen a lot of chippiness out of in this game and out of these players, but you know what? It's football. It's an intense game. Right. It's a hard-fought game. It's like going to war.
These guys know what they're getting into when they sign up to play.
Yeah. So you would expect that. They're crosstown rivals. A lot of them know each other. So I don't fault them for that. It's just part of the game. But at the end of the day, it is a game, and you take lessons from it. Both teams will learn a lot from tonight and be better for it. But it's good to see at the end of the day we can shake hands and walk away and say, job well done.
3rd down and 6. Here's a run towards the left side, just off tackle, and nicely done there for Reid McCollum. 1:15 and counting to go. So HHCA will improve to 3-2 on the season. BA going to fall to 5-1, and HHCA will improve their record in this game and in this matchup to 4-0. The Highway 170 Bowl about ready to wrap up inside a minute.
Yeah, and they really, the Eagles, Christian Eagles, treated this homecoming crowd to a real good performance tonight. I mean, they were well balanced in every phase of the game. They had some penalties, one turnover, I think, but overall a clean game. Great play on both sides. Dylan Clark was a standout as we expected. So this homecoming crowd is going to go away feeling very satisfied, and they've got a lot. Both these schools have a lot to look forward to with their teams. I think both are poised to go very deep into the playoffs and maybe, who knows, a championship.
No doubt about it. 12 seconds and counting left. Both teams about ready to wrap this one up. 36-16 is the final score. When we come back, we've got the Summit Services postgame show. Also the MVP brought to you by Island Tire and Auto. We'll do that next. 36-16. The winner of the Highway 170 Bowl is the Hilton Head Christian Academy Eagles. Postgame show next on WHHI Sports TV. We'll be right back.
I'm Chip Welch with OC Welch Ford. Come see us during our 38th anniversary where we have 2023 F-150s at 1.9% financing. Call or come see me today, only at OC Welch in Hardyville, South Carolina. Thank you very much.
You asked and we listened. Noble Mattress is growing. We've opened a second location in the Village at Main Street. For those who didn't want to cross the bridge, we're now open on Hilton Head Island. Locally, family owned and operated, ranked #1 by our customers in service, price, and quality. We have over 250 years in manufacturing in our showroom. Our relationship with our customers does not end with the sale. We can save you 55 to 80% off retail, and that's no bull.
Reminder, we'll have the play of the game coming up by Noble Mattress and more. Visit us in Bluffton or Hilton Head for quality mattresses at affordable prices. And there again is number 2, Jaxen Porter.
What did I just say about hands, Marcus? He reeled that in with his right hand. He's a nasty weapon for Beaufort Academy on both sides of the ball.
4th down and 17, ball at the 22-yard line. Shuford scrambling out of the shotgun to his right. Going to fire one up right side. And what a one-handed interception! Reid McCollum with the pick. Reid McCollum, rather, with the interception, number 13. And that's the way the second quarter begins.
Marcus, boy, on that drive, you had 2 one-handed catches. One by the offense and one by the defense. Those are both worthy of ESPN Top 10 highlights. Gosh, McCollum goes up there and gets the hook on it and brings it in for a big momentum shift here in this game.
Did you know that the human brain doesn't fully develop until the age of 25?
Substance use harms brain development, decision making, and leads to addiction.
E-cigarettes negatively affect oxygen supply, endurance,
and attention. Marijuana affects reaction time, concentration, and decision making.
Alcohol harms endurance, judgment, and complex motor skills.
All these negatively affect brain function and development. Make smart choices.
Don't let your team down.
Have you joined the Express Comfort Club from Summit Services Heating and Air? It's the ultimate way to keep your cool. Membership is free and includes discounts on routine maintenance, 15% discount on all repairs, 3-year parts and labor warranty, no overtime charges, plus other benefits. Your comfort is just a call away. To sign up for Express Comfort Club, call 843-836-2653.
Call SummitServices.com.
Welcome back into the postgame show of the Highway 170 Bowl presented by Summit Services. Marcus Walsh, Daniel Court, here with head coach Ron Peduzzi and Dylan Clark. Coach, talk a little bit about what you saw out of your team in this huge win tonight against a very formidable Beaufort Academy program.
They were definitely formidable. They're a good football team over there and good football coach. I thought we started off real good on offense, and we went down there and scored a touchdown and had a good, nice drive, and the defense played real solid. You don't see too many safeties by each team in one half in too many games. That's what happened. Offensively kind of sputtered a little bit. Then we got our act together and came back down and scored again. And at the end of the second quarter, I thought the defense was pretty solid all night and gave up a couple big plays. But besides that, they really did a great job against our running game, which is very good. And second half, we really offensively really got our act together, and I thought it was the best offensive half football we've had so far this year. And we did a real good job and kept on, coming at them. And defensively, our guys are very aggressive, and Coach Matt Smith does a great job defensively, and we just were able to stop them. And it was a good effort. It was a homecoming game. There's all kind of distractions as far as that goes. So at halftime, we had to regroup a little bit and have a little talk, and I think we all got focused in the right direction and really had a good second half.
You talk about just the maturity of this team and the evolution of this team. Talk about where you've gone from now being that you are on a roll from starting off 0-2.
Well, we started off a really good opponent who they're a pretty good football team, and that was to be expected. And you got to climb up the ladder. You got to take steps up the ladder, and that really kind of slowed us down. Then we had Wilson Hall, and we had to get our act together. And as far as that goes, and they're good. I think they're the #1 ranked team in 3A skis of football. So I still thought we could have won that game. We just had to get some things straightened out, and we had a little slow start there. And after we got that, and we went up and played Ben Lippin, I thought it was a real good game on our part, and we had some great defensive plays. But our offense started showing signs of what it was capable of doing, and I think the last couple of weeks we've just gotten better on all phases of that. And one of the parts of the game that we've been very good from the get-go is our special team. Our punter, Tucker, a very solid punter, and then Ian Kelly, our kicker. So they've been really good, and our special teams have been solid. So that kind of held the fort down, and we've just been working, get better every day, practice, and keep on working up that ladder.
No doubt you've got a very special player with you. Daniel will talk with Dylan Clark, our MVP, when we come back right after this timeout on WHHI-TV.
Life is full of choices, and the choices we make directly affect our quality of life. Our day is much easier when we don't hit the snooze alarm 10 times and show up late for work. We feel better when we eat a well-balanced meal versus running through the drive-thru. And when it comes to your comfort at home or in the workplace, the result of hiring a fly-by-night repair guy or award-winning professional is night or day. Life is full of choices. For your home, for your family, for your environment. Make the superior choice. Call Superior today.
Hi, I'm Barry Edwards with Island Tire and Automotive Services. Here at Island Tire, we like to provide you with peace of mind by using the best with Michelin tires. With 19 plants in North America, 7 of those are here in South Carolina. Michelin makes it easy to support local giving because they provide the best quality, top-leading innovation and service. 3 things Michelin and Island Tire and Automotive Services have in common: quality, innovation, and service. Give us a call today.
We welcome you back into the Summit Services postgame show. Now my partner Daniel Court with Dylan Clark.
You know, we were asking what your stats were. You know, we thought we had a good idea what they were, but exactly what they were was about 230 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns, 100 yards on the ground with another touchdown with your feet, and 3 tackles at free safety. Dylan, you're a senior. You know, you're a leader on this team. We had an opportunity to call a couple of your games last season. I could see your maturation process. You got great feet, obviously a great arm. Talk to us a little bit about what it means to be a leader of a football team. You know, quarterbacks are kind of synonymous with leadership. What does that mean to you?
It's really nice. I mean, we have a great football team this year from all aspects of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. And so starting off this season, I wasn't playing my best ball and everything, and our defense was doing their job, and they've continued to do their job throughout. And offense has continued to get better, and started listening to my coaches more and just trusting them with their game plan and everything. And so just having a great team around me with like on offense with our weapons with Toddy, AJ, Gage, and Harrison on the outside, and then James at running back, and then our defense that I can always rely on to shut them down. They're only letting up about 14 points a game, not including Savannah Christian, but other than that, they haven't let up more than 2 touchdowns a game, so it's really nice. It makes it a lot easier on the offense. So, yeah.
Well, this is very well said. You know, this is not an individual sport, as we know. It's a team sport, and those guys allow you to put up those numbers. What are you looking at as you guys get deeper into your season now? You're on a 3-game winning streak, riding some momentum. What do you think are some of the keys to have success as you get further into region play and moving into the playoffs?
I just think the defense needs to keep playing the way they're playing. As long as we just eliminate the mental mistakes on defense, other than that, the defense is playing great. And then on offense, just keep taking what the offense is giving us. I mean, what the defense is giving us, and trusting our coaches that they're going to put in a good game plan for us to win.
Well, it sounds like you guys are rounding into mid-season form. Great win tonight. Congratulations on all your recent success, and we'll look forward to seeing you down the road.
Thank you.
Well, what a game this was. Final score 36-16. Hilton Head Christian Academy with the win over Beaufort Academy, and a huge game for huge rights as well. Bragging rights, certainly homecoming and the Hall of Fame night. And Daniel, no doubt, both these teams are going to be improving and continuing on with their season here real soon.
Yeah, 2 good football teams, great coaching staffs, a lot of athletes on both teams. So yeah, I look with both having tenacious defenses and good kicking games. They're both balanced enough to go pretty darn deep, and if not all the way in their respective regions.
It's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt about it. For Daniel Court, Jeremy Pope, the rest of our WHHI crew, I'm Marcus Welch. We'll see you again next week. Kevin Libby filling in for me as Hilton Head takes on Bluffton. Until then, so long everybody, and good night from the cage.